What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I want to talk about these new comics, but before I start that, let's talk to Jay Leno. What's
What?
up, bro?
Not much, bro, man. Happy to be back around, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy to stream on the on your channel.
Yeah. The other day, was we on your channel or your buddy, The Bat?
My channel. That'll be on.
Okay, yeah. So it was fun the other day when we was talking about Batman and all that stuff on your channel,
For
and
sure.
I enjoyed it, man. But we I hate when I stutter. Yeah, it sucks doing a live stream. You can't like cancel it out or edit it out. But let's talk about the new releases that's coming out this Wednesday for comic book. Now I heard it's DC Tuesday and Marvel's Wednesday. Is
It's pretty much always been that. Yeah, DC has its releases on Tuesdays, and then Wednesday, I believe, is considered the Marvel and independent comic book releases.
okay, interesting. So DC got their own shitter day.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So let's read some of these titles that's coming out. So far, I'm not interested in the first row of titles. The World's Finest, nah. Superman, nah. What issue of Spider-Man is that? Because I
This is
can't.
Miles Morales,
Issue number
Spider-Man
7.
7. Yes.
I have not paid attention to the new Miles Morales series at all.
Well, the well, just looking at the cover, there is a Carnage series that started. It's like a Carnage verse, and they got multiple different versions of people that have the Carnage material or entity. And I think that started about a month and a half ago. They don't have that many issues of that series. So I don't know. It'd be cool if they crossed over with them, but there's some Carnage fans out there, so I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind seeing them two interact with each other.
Yeah, I was a huge Venom fan growing up, especially with the Spider-Man animated series. I felt like that was the best form of Venom I ever saw. Carnage, I was never really a fan of Carnage. He was like a bit too crazy for me.
Mm.
I just never was a Carnage fan. Uh, let's look down the list. We got X Force that's coming out, issue number 41. We got Titans number 2. These are issues I have not gotten in reach of. I haven't been paying attention to any of these stories so far. Hopefully, it's some good stuff. Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. Do you think that's an ongoing series, or do you think that's a mini series?
Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a continuation of what they have going on. Often at times when a film's coming out, they try and start a new series.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. I hated the movie, but hopefully the comic book series is good. I'm gonna start trying to buy more comics. I do buy comics like every week, but they're like independent issues or stuff like that. Like to me, Marvel and DC is dying. Once in a while, they have good issues. I love the Ninja Turtle stuff they got going on. So that's what I'm on. Let's get to the next row. Ooh, Incredible Hulk number 1. I'm gonna check that out. I wonder, does it say it's an ongoing series or a mini series?
but it doesn't confirm it, but more than likely it'll definitely have. I mean it possibly will be a mini series. Like it might be based off of popularity. Even if they were to take a break, they'll if it gets enough attention, they're going to do an extension.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I mean, often at times when they introduce these characters, there's normally a bit of a change in the origin or a different take. So, I mean, I'm excited for all new series that comes out. I don't have the I personally I prioritize with the Ninja Turtles and the Damn Them All series. and I don't really take that much time into like learning about all these other series. But if there's anybody else out there that are the Incredible Hulk fans or fans of some of these comic book series, feel free to chime
Join.
in or hop in Nerd Culture is Toxic's Discord, or even I have my own platform also at Jay Leno, JLYNO, and we would love for y'all to come on our platform and give your takes on the franchises that you like.
What's up, the Carnival Trucker? Check out his channel, especially if you like trucks. Me, I love comics. I would buy a lot of different comics, but with like the woke and feminist agenda, it's almost to the point I have to look up a review on YouTube or read it in the store before I buy the comic. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know what you're getting when you get these comics. But if anybody's a comic book junkie, if anybody like read comics, buy comics every week, if you ever try to join the stream and we could discuss different comic book stories, let me know. Let me know. Uh, I got the first issue of King Spawn, so hopefully it's worth some money. King Spawn is on issue 23. I think I bought the first 4 or 5 issues, got tired of the story, and stopped buying them.
I've when I was younger, I kept up with Spawn for a bit, but that series has been around so long. It's almost like trying to start watching The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. They've got so many different directions that it goes. Um, Really, I'll probably take my time into keeping up with the Batman and Spawn crossover that came out this past November.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep up with that when it comes to Spawn, but who knows?
And what's crazy, the first issue of Spawn ever, it used to be like $1, like when I went to like the comic book stores. Now they raised the first issue to like $15 to $30 since there was rumors the movie was gonna come out, Jamie Foxx was gonna play Spawn, and they just raised those comics crazy, bro.
Todd McFarlane, he does his thing too, and plus I'm a huge fan of Todd McFarlane's action figures.
Oh yeah, his action figure game is crazy, real crazy. Shit. Ooh, it look like they're doing a cyborg issue. I wonder what number is that. Number
For almost I think about 2.5 months now, each week the Dawn of DC normally drops a character in an episode. This is issue 2 of Cyborg. Is there? I need the Cyborg stands to stand up. I don't know anybody who prioritizes on Cyborg. I need to know if these fans really exist.
Me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge cyborg fan. I feel like there's other cooler superheroes, but I could read a cyborg story if they do it right. I wouldn't mind buying it, but I'm not like a big cyborg fan. And we got somebody saying there's a new John Stewart comic coming soon in September. Ooh, I can't wait to check that out.
Oh yeah, and in this right here, the Cult of Carnage. Again, Carnage fans, stand up for me. We need to hear your voices.
They have made a lot of Carnage comics, like just universes and stuff like that, over the past 5 years. The Carnage fans got to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for real. Hellcat. I always heard of that character, but I never read anything about the character or knew anything about Hellcat. Have you?
That's yeah, again. I agree with you there. I don't know much about Hellcat or if it's entity that might if it's popular enough, or if I run into somebody. I apologize. I'll go into the origins of Hellcat and see where she marks or where she originated from. See what olive branch she comes off in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Kenneth Fox said Cyborg works best as a supporting character, but he is replaceable character. I agree. I definitely agree. I feel like if they're gonna have a black character in the Justice League, it should be like a cooler character. Like I wouldn't mind Static Shock being in the Justice League, and just different characters than Cyborg. John Stewart Green Lantern, he should have been in the Justice League movie since day one. He shouldn't have been like in the uncut scenes or whatever. He should have just been there from the beginning to the end, you know?
When it comes to Cyborg, I even he has been around for some time, but his popularity had came in the generation after mine with the Teen Titans. So I could see. I mean, that's really why I haven't really gravitated towards him that much. But I I also like to the fact that his power kind of originated from one of those mother boxes. So I guess with him having that entity or that technology or whatever that source is, there's not too much of a limit as to what he can do. I would like to probably research to see like an Omega level version of Cyborg. He'd probably be pretty BA. To be honest with you.
To me, it's like this. If you got Batman in a group, why do you need Cyborg? Because Batman can kind of really do everything Cyborg can do. Batman can hack into government computers and fight crime and stuff. I don't like two of a similar characters in the same group. You know what I mean?
He's complete. He's pretty much the software he uses from a mother box, and with the technology and weapon system that he has the ability to get into computers and change things. And Batman is just more of a hacker than anything. So I mean, Cyborg has he definitely has a huge like involvement, and he's important, especially when it comes to the technology of the DC universe. And I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. When it comes to character creations, they make like very demigod characters when it comes to the main cast and popular characters of the DC universe.
Yeah, I get what you said, but it depends on who writes Batman in these comics. Batman can do a lot of those stuff. It depends what story you're reading.
Well,
But
I'm comparing to. I'm not. To me, you're almost coming off as if like Cyborg is like a hacker or a detective. Like he's not really that close to being human as you're coming off.
yeah, he's really like an android, to be honest.
I
But
mean, yeah, more than an android. It's like, to be honest with you, he's like not the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. He's like the liquid Terminator almost to that point. To like, I mean,
mm,
like he could take over an entire software. This guy can probably go into the mega frame of like the government and like like in a matter of seconds track somebody through technology, bro.
you know what? I think Cyborg, like, they
And his
should do.
and his weapon system is like crazy itself.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know what they should do with Cyborg? I think he would be better off as a villain. That's me. Like if he could hack into the world system, take over the world, I feel like Cyborg would be better as a villain. What you think about that? Is that a hot take? Hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's a version of where Cyborg is went went rogue on him one time, and someone had to do had to calm his butt down to an extent.
Yeah.
So
I mean, to me, that's how his character should be permanently. Pretend he lost someone he loved or something, and he just switched evil, and this is his character. I think that would be cool. Because to me, Cyborg is lame as a good guy. I feel like he should be evil. He should be that glitter, dark, emotional man. He's mad because most of his body's machine, and he wants revenge.
it's a good take, but Paul, like you need to just make your own darn characters, bro. Like you want to change every darn thing about these people, man. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not what it was made for.
To me, you can't keep doing the same character for like 50 to 100 years and not change up. That's how I see
Well,
it.
they do change. There's like very small, minute, minuscule like ways that they change up the stories, and I mean, what we're dealing now is this is the first time ever that people have accepted the idea of different universes. Normally, when you throw in different versions and stuff, people turn the channel. I mean, every yeah, every series, even regular TV shows, normally everybody says like, "Oh, the TV show went another direction when they did time travel and stuff." But people can handle it now, so it can happen.
Yeah, yeah. I just think Cyborg's not interesting. I'm just trying to put like thoughts on the board. How can we make this character interesting?
He
That's
well
all I'm saying.
these comics can do it, and anytime you have a faction or a group of people, everybody gravitates towards who that leader is. So we haven't seen Cyborg become a leader, and it would take somebody to write as such to do so. But I mean, we know there's Robin's the leader of the Teen Titans. When when Cyborg joins the Justice League itself, we know Cyborg's not necessarily the leader. He might have a leading. Every character in the Justice League has a leading moment, but for the most part, Batman has been the leader of the Justice League.
Yeah, because what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to tell you, I want every character to be as good as Batman and Superman. Like if I'm in the board of the DC rooms, right? I'm downtown in the city with DC room, and I'm with the writers and creators. How can I get Cyborg and other characters to make $1 million off these comic books a year? That's what I'm thinking. Like, how can
Yeah.
I make a lot of these characters that are B-list characters
Mhm.
into something interesting, important, something people will buy?
Yeah, well, the fortunate thing about it is that's exactly what's going on right now. Is with with these standalone comics that that we're being introduced to right now, and for the ones that came into the past, and which is allowing them to have different roles and more important roles. And I mean, evidently, that marketing wise, this is going to work for them because I mean, they continue to build this franchise for Cyborg. It'll probably take some time before he'll get a standalone movie. It still could happen, but people are so critical of these franchises that we may not ever get an opportunity to see Cyborg and let live with any characters. Like, as soon as if they did were to come out with a Cyborg character, they're just going to tear it to shreds before we get an opportunity to even do anything. And not to ramble so much, I think if we're going to introduce new characters, um, anime is probably the best way to go before going into live action.
Okay. So, what would be your 5 to 6 members in Justice League if you had to form a Justice League? I already got my 5 or 6. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
But I think I should go first, considering that we're on your platform, so you can get the
Yeah.
last opinion off.
Okay. So,
Um,
what would be your Justice League? Would you have Cyborg in your Justice League?
well, yeah. Well, okay. My idea of the Justice League is a lot of people like to condense Justice League down to Earth
Yeah.
as far as popularity. So as far as the galaxy goes and characters, I'm really big into. That's when I'll give Superman his respects. Even though as much as I don't like Superman, Superman's gonna have to have a big role. He's a guarantee. Martian the Manhunter. He's a very peaceful person, but he's willing to go to war. So as far as negotiating of trying to police wars and conflicts in the universe, Martian Manhunter would probably be the best person to talk to do that. Um, let's see here. Gotta go with those two. Gotta go with Wonder Woman. Um, I don't know much about Hawkman, but when I saw the Suicide Squad movie, I think Hawkman should definitely be there. So that'll be four. Um, I guess I'm gonna have. I kind of want to throw in Batman, but Batman in space doesn't really click to me that well. But I think he'll be important, and I got to go with Flash just for the sake of time travel.
Well, the thing with Batman is a lot of Justice League stories is still on Earth. so it's still an Earth-based situation. And then Batman is a great detective. He can find shit to fix before the situation get way bigger.
Indeed, I agree. I mean, he's my favorite detective.
Yeah.
Next to Dick Tracy, I don't think Dick Tracy has his level, but Dick Tracy is extremely like entertaining to like pay attention to. And it's a classic, bro. It's Dick Tracy.
Yeah. So is that your Justice League?
So far. So
That's what you
that's what I
can
got. That's my 5 that I got right now.
Okay, mine's, of course, it's going to be Superman. It's going to be Batman. I'm so shocked and surprised that you didn't put Flash.
I did. He was my last.
That was your last one? Okay, my bad. I didn't hear you say Flash. So my Justice League is Superman, Batman, Flash, John Stewart, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter. And I'm going to put Static Shock on there. So there's going to be 2 black superheroes. They're going to be a John Stewart Green Lantern and Static Shock. And that will be it. I guess I'll put Wonder Woman because you at least need at least one woman in the group. And to me, DC don't have a lot of good female superhero characters.
They do. They're not as popular. They're growing. I really wish I could switch out Green Lantern. Now with me mentioning battling different universes and planets, like he just falls in line so well. And don't forget about Starfire.
Oh yeah, Starfire.
Yeah, don't forget about Starfire. She's a very, very powerful entity in the DC universe at that.
Isn't Starfire like a teenager though?
I mean, she grows up.
I mean, but what they're promoting with her is like she's like a young kid right now.
So I mean, you've got in the comic book world, things exceed of lot go beyond the popular belief and what's been presented to us, so released to us so far as content goes. But yes, for the most part, she's marketed as a teenager.
So everybody that's watching, right below, tell me your Justice League. Tell me how many members you will have in your Justice League, and how would you set it up? Who will be your leader, etc., etc. So, they having a Rocky and Morty. Rick and Morty.
Yep, Rick and Morty's issue 6.
Okay, I didn't even know they had a comic out. That's wild. I did not know Rick and Morty had a comic out.
I mean, comics is the way to go, people. Especially if you want to beat people to the content that's going to be coming out as far as anime and cartoon and film. You can always figure it out through comics.
And sorry for interrupting you. And if y'all want me to start doing more comic book release videos every week, right below. Tell me what you think. This is my first time doing this, so that's why I'm stuttering a lot, kind of nervous. So yeah.
And also, I pretty much do this I also do a comic book weekly release day. I normally come out with those Sundays or Mondays. With it being Father's Day weekend, I've got a bit more free time, a little less traffic out. So, but yeah, for the most part, I'll also be doing that on my channel too.
Okay. Yeah, and like everybody, check out Jay Leno's channel. It's really good videos. I'm trying to learn from him when he do his little comic book reviews, because I like how he did that. Was it the TMNT Yasagi issue? You did like
when I did the comic breakdowns.
Yeah, I like that. I like the comic book breakdowns, and I need to start doing stuff like that on my channel.
Yeah, I'll probably I've got a total of 3 of those issues of the Usagi. I'm gonna do them. I was debating whether or not if I wanted to just like knock out the series or just do it weekly. It's a lot of content I've been trying to put out. I've been trying to do bios of some of the TMNT characters. I prioritize TMNT for the majority of my content, and thanks for reminding me of it. It completely crossed my mind. I've just been busy. Like when it comes to content, it's just like sky's the limit to what you can put out.
I understand, bro, because I can't tell you how many fans that got my phone number, that's on Discord, that got my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They'll message me and they'll ask me to do these certain videos. And I'm like, shit, like I'm so busy, my daughter, my job, and just struggling through life. You know how hectic life is already. So it's hard to get these videos out. It really is. Yeah. Let's read some of these comments. I think a person got their Justice League how they will want their Justice League. The Truth. He said he will want Batman to be the leader, Superman, Wonder Woman, Wally West Flash, John Stewart Green Lantern, Martin Manhunter, Hawk Girl, and I can have Black Manta. Manta, I want. That's interesting. That's interesting with Black Manta.
Yeah, well, I mean, beyond the I guess the kind of goofiness that the cartoon series had of Black Manta. Originally, Black Manta, during the civil rights movement, he wanted to move everybody underwater, the African Americans, during that civil rights movement. So he wasn't much of a villain originally. I think that would be pretty cool for Black Manta to be. I just like him as a character. I don't know personally if him being a part of the Justice League. But I like Aqualab so much that I can't disagree with this dude.
You like Aqualab?
Yeah.
Isn't he that gay black character?
I don't think he's a homosexual, but I know he's Black Manta's son. But if he was, I like him so much, bro. I'm gonna just ride out with Black Manta, bro. He's so cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
One of those fish characters was gay. I can't remember.
I don't know. I was a huge fan of Young Justice, so it is what it is.
Yeah, remember that young black dude? They say he's gay now. That was in Young Justice.
I mean, these days, these days, I mean, it is what it is. Look, I'm a Ninja Turtle fan, bro. I'm not gonna stop watching Ninja Turtles, read Ninja Turtles if they hit me up with a homo Ninja Turtle, bro. I'm just gonna be like, man, like, bro, like
turtle sucking dick.
Oh, relax. Relax. We're not going into we're not gonna go into the adult manga out here,
Yeah, dark turtle porn.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
I'm scrolling down to see some of these are independent comics.
Yeah. So far, I'm not interested in anything this week except for that Incredible Hulk issue #1. I'm gonna try that out. Because usually Marvel do good when they start a new title. They usually do good in their first 3 to 4 issues. And then after that, they're like, okay, let's put the agenda in it. Let's put the political or feminist agenda. So I might try the first Incredible Hulk issue that's coming out this week. Yeah, but so far, none of those titles I'm interested in, really.
Let's see, Archie's still out here doing things.
I've been buying my daughter those cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics that's been coming out.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon series?
Yeah, those Saturday morning. If y'all don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have a line of comics that's called Saturday Morning Cartoons. The comic books, to me, are legendary with great kid stories. They're really good for kids. If you got a kid, start buying them. I think they will be worth some money in the near future.
Yeah, this is what we're looking at here as far as this week's releases. If anybody's got any recommendations for some good comedic comics, I just to get a nice little laugh because I was just doing like some isolated thinking, and I really enjoy the anticipation of comics because I mean it's just like reading a book. It's just that you're getting the pages of the book like not all at once, so it builds anticipation for like weeks to come. And like with this day and age of like being able to like to get everything all at once and having a short span of a retention span, I kind of just been trying to reel myself back into just enjoying life like I used to, while still being able to ingest in a bunch of content.
Yeah. So we got MC Kenneth Fox. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's happening?
What's up? How long have you been watching the stream, bro?
I mean, probably like 10 minutes or so,
Okay. So what would be your Justice League group if you had to build up a Justice League?
I mean, that might depend. I mean, if it's like some kind of alien invasion or something, I guess Superman, Martian Manhunter, you could probably throw Batman in there too, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, definitely.
What
probably
the
the Flash.
fuck is
So
Batman gonna
that's
do?
like 5 right now.
Doing a mutant.
He's gonna do something with a weapon technology study.
I mean, your he's a detective. Plus, he shot Darkseid that one time in Final Crisis. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true. But it's like I'm thinking of a real life situation. Like think about it. If this was like a real life situation with superheroes and villains, like mutant creatures that come in the middle of Earth, there's no way no regular human being is gonna stop these creatures. Not even dressed up as Batman.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'll probably swap out Batman for like Plastic Man or Wonder Woman or something. They can definitely do something.
I still have no problem throwing Batman in there. He'll just probably spend more time with Alfred and them, and before he probably step foot on the battlefield, he'll probably send out Batman, Green Lantern, and those people, and he'll probably study the specimen enough to be able to come up with a strategy to defeat them, bro.
Yeah, sure. I could see that. I could see.
I'm never going to cancel out Batman in a battle, bro.
I could see his strength working like not like actual fighting, but like behind the scenes, trying to stop this creature. I could
like that. Oracle and all that stuff.
Yeah, like he's corporate behind the scenes trying to figure some shit out.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah, how you guys today been going?
Man, I'm doing good. It's been an up and down year, but today I can't complain.
Same. I don't have much to complain about, man. Just enjoying Father's Day. Figure I'd get a nice little stream off. Weather's nice. How about yourself?
I mean, I'm pretty good and stuff. I mean, I worked earlier this morning, and after I got off, went to a little Comic-Con, so I got some stuff.
Oh, I'm jealous. What city you're at?
Oh, I'm living in Charlotte.
Charlotte had Comic-Con. Okay. Shout out to Charlotte for Comic-Con.
Hell yeah. What celebrities was at that Comic-Con?
I don't really know, like not too many celebrities like that, but Larry Hama was supposed to show up there, but unfortunately he canceled, so
that sucks.
Yeah,
I hate when these celebrities cancel. I get it, they got a life, but a lot of passionate fans come to see them,
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hell yeah, man.
I still got some stuff anyways,
What kind of cool
Sarah
stuff
Myers.
You got?
Oh, let's see. I kind of went there. It was like, Friday to this weekend and all that. So got some G.I. Joe stuff, Ninja Turtles. What else? Got that little Invincible Volume 2 combustible thing. Yeah.
Me and Jay Leno, we're huge Ninja Turtle fans. What kind of Ninja Turtle? Did you get like a figure or what did you exactly get?
I just got some back issues and stuff like TMNT Adventures and stuff. It's like based off the 87 series, and then some Mirage and stuff,
Okay, that's real good.
Yeah, I've been definitely looking for some of the Archie stuff because I love their run.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of the Archie run. I don't want to say I have it all, but I got a lot of those issues in my storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, bro.
Oh yeah, and they definitely have some like artists and stuff, and some cover artists from like Ninja Turtles, like TMNT, Street Fighter. I met Sarah Myers, and then they had some people from Last Ronin too.
What? Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Me and Jay Leno.
Like, yeah, I wish if you got some pictures with them or somehow have their contact information, I really would enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I would definitely like put it in my community tab or something like that.
Okay.
Me
Well, I
and
can
Jay
just-
Leno, we met the creators of the TMNT. I think I got a video out. And
This dude's an asshole, bro. He freaking
Yeah, I know. I saw that video when he kind of told Kevin Eastman.
told Kevin Eastman the last Ronin was trash to his face, bro. I was so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
I saw.
what's wrong
I literally
with,
saw that.
being
I saw that video. Yeah,
What's wrong with being an
Asshole, bro.
that was
Well,
terrible.
What's wrong with telling the person you grew up, like idolizing, hey, this was not good. Could you do better, please? What's wrong with that?
Because not everybody thought it was trash.
I
And
mean,
for your
pretty
opinion is like you spoke to him like your opinion was like fucking number one in the world and everybody should tell you what the fuck they were doing.
And then you were like, man,
what
I'm
the
probably just
fuck,
mad
bro?
because Donatello wasn't the last Ronin.
Yeah, like bro, I was so mad at you, bro. I'm like, bro, this is bro.
Nah.
Let me just relax. I was nervous. Like I'm extremely nervous. I'm meeting the one of the two creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and like this is the creator. The last Ronin is his baby, and like the last Ronin's got like a huge buzz behind itself.
The last Roni was garbage. It was
not
junk.
garbage.
It was awful. It broke my heart in so many ways.
I mean, it was a pretty good story. It was like The Dark Knight Returns.
I'm gonna lay out 2 or 3 reasons why I hated the last Roni.
All right.
I hated it because the Ninja Turtles got knocked off by lame characters to me. Like the villains they was facing off 101. I feel like if they're gonna get knocked off, they should get knocked off by the Shredder or the Crane or something. Like like the villains that we've seen since day one. Like they worked all that time over these years, and they weren't the ones that knocked off the turtles.
Well,
That
I wouldn't
was-
say they were. I wouldn't say they were knocked off by like just anyone because Leonardo and Casey they got killed by Baxter Stockman, and Baxter Stockman was like the second villain introduced inside the Ninja Turtles and stuff, and he's actually like he's got machines and stuff that can beat even Shredder sometimes.
I mean, he became a politician. and
Raphael
everything,
was
yeah.
killed by Karai, Shredder's daughter,
Yeah,
and
that was
Karai's
stupid.
become the Shredder and stuff
That
before,
was
and she's
dumb.
like Leonardo's rival.
That was dumb.
But no, I mean, and it was kind of a draw too because Karai was put into a coma and stuff, and then her son ended up killing her, which that was messed up.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
yeah, and then
Well,
Splinter and Donatello, they were killed by the new Shredder and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, that was lame.
but they kind of got they got screwed over though. So yeah, that was terrible. Well, not
Yeah,
terrible,
that-
writing wise,
that's-
but
That's exactly
that was-
how
that was
I
like-
a minute it was terrible writing wise.
none of it
part
was
all-
terrible.
And
It was
I
great.
did-
I liked it. I mean,
And then
I feel sad, of course, but yeah.
My other reasons why I did not like this series is because I hated April's daughter. She looked like a dyke. It was stupid that she had superpowers. I mean, like you just can't make this shit up. She looked like Robin in that purple suit. I'm like, ugh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep forgetting that she even had like superpowers, but it wasn't like she had superpowers. She was like, think of it like Captain America. You got like the little super soldier serum. She was just a mutant
I'm not
because
buying
that's
that
how I saw
shit.
it. Like
She's
she just
a
had
mutant.
enhanced like
And-
strength.
The excuse
But
was
that's
lame.
about it. It wasn't like she got like, oh, she can shoot energy beams or something like that. Would have been wild. But
the
no.
excuse was lame though. She's a mutant because her mom hung out with the turtles. Like that's lazy writing.
I mean, with that exposure, I get it. I mean,
Like-
they went in so many different directions with the turtles.
Lazy.
that I was really excited that they finally killed off the turtles, and the way when they all died, I mean, it was dramatic, bro. Like that was the climax to their story,
That shit was
and
not dramatic.
and like, I mean, it's a different version.
Yeah.
We're not accustomed to, and this helps introduce the new turtles. It just helps the franchise move in a different direction.
And then my last complaint about the last Roni, to me, they purposely and I mean this, they purposely killed off the Ninja Turtles to have female turtles in their group, so they can
I
have
mean,
so
there's
they
only
can
like
have 2 female turtles and 2 dude turtles, one fat ass turtle. I mean, the agenda was there, man. They just killed off the turtles. To me, if they were going to kill off the turtles, don't bring any turtles back. Don't
I
bring
mean,
any of them back.
I mean, that wasn't a bad idea. I mean, it's just more so like they're like spiritual
To,
successors and
to
stuff.
me,
And then
if you're
you
going to
gotta
bring
like
new
differentiate
turtles
it and stuff
in,
too.
if you're going to bring new turtles in, it's like nothing never really happened. Everything's back to normal. I want to feel a pain that these turtles died, and that's going to be a forever lasting pain.
Well,
Them
think of it
just
like,
bringing back new turtles makes it feel like the pain is not that strong anymore.
well,
All right,
think of it
so
like Batman Beyond and stuff. You know, like with Terry McGinnis, he's like
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne's spiritual successor and stuff as Batman. So like, you know, you got this new set of Ninja Turtles where they're not exactly the Ninja Turtles that we know.
they're
the first
nothing.
set,
They're
obviously,
nothing.
but
They're
there's
nothing like
things
the
that
original.
differentiate them.
But
You know,
they're
it's
still
like,
turtles.
Yeah, they're
you
nothing
know,
like
and
the
then
Ninja
they
Turtles.
got different designs and everything and stuff too.
They're
So yeah,
introducing like some entirely different new elements to the turtles, and actually, they're look. I mean, there's new elements to the turtles, and they're bringing in like different kind of powers and stuff, and it might put them take this franchise to a whole different direction and things that they could do. I mean, how I'm looking at it is this is like at this current moment, Earth is like mutant town. Don't forget, this is like post Triceratons, post Krang. The Last Ronin was almost like on some post-apocalyptic stuff through that time. That's showing us the lost years.
yeah.
This Last Ronin series itself has got like all these different timelines all lined up in one, and these are like what like barely 20-page issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to just pay attention. They're developing so much in their story simultaneously. I'm not complaining about it at all.
Right.
I don't know. I hated it. I just
And you definitely do see the influence, like Dark Knight Returns, Daredevil, The Crow, Blase, Bloodsport, Enter the Dragon, all that stuff. It's definitely in there. So it does take me back to like, you know, Kevin Eastman and stuff.
now,
You know,
now I will say this. I liked the first issue of The Last Ronin, and then the other 4 was just trash. They were just utterly trash, and it was a letdown. And so when I met the creator, I let him know, because if you don't let these creators know like how we feel, like they're gonna think they're God, and they're gonna think they could just put out anything. I wanted him to think the next time he makes a comic book series what that passionate fan told him. That's why
I want him to forget you for the rest of his life.
yeah.
yeah.
I want him to be like, that dude's an asshole. Put his face on the wall and don't let him inside of any more Comic Con ever again.
But yeah, I mean, I met Kevin Eastman too a couple years back and stuff. He was a pretty nice dude and stuff. We talked. I kind of missed this whole panel. I was like, oh damn, I didn't know it was here.
I
But
get it.
still, he's a pretty nice dude in person.
Yeah, he definitely holds like a high spirit for himself. And like what I did like about that Chicago Comic Con when I went and saw him is that for as big as he is to be the creator of a multi-million-dollar franchise, he's only charging $30
That's insane.
for
I was shocked.
autographs and pictures, man. Like freaking Topanga's only been on one show and is asking for $150.
She's a bitch for that. She's a has-been. She's a has-been actor.
So I don't have any complaints about Kevin Eastman, and I wish Peter Laird would give out a bit more of his personality, because I've been doing my research. I follow the Turtle Nexus on YouTube. They really go into the archives of breaking down
Oh yeah,
the how hard this journey has been for the Turtles, especially
the guest error.
coming from Archie over to Mirage Studios and creating that. Like, I mean, Kevin Eastman's always had like a bit of a dark side behind the things that he wanted to do, and he's always been open for ideas to get gory. I was talking to Toxic earlier. I was really surprised Nickelodeon picked up TMNT or they allowed it? Because I mean, that kind of eliminates us seeing a darker version of it.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I'm not surprised that Nickelodeon grabbed TMNT. I'm just surprised that nobody wanted the TMNT. That's what I'm surprised about. I wasn't surprised that Nickelodeon grabbed it because I knew if they did grab it, they were just going to make it cartoony and for the kids. So I wasn't surprised about Nickelodeon at all.
Fox dropped it.
Like, honestly, I mean, I kind of like probably one of my favorite Ninja Turtle series is obviously the 2012 cartoon. I kind of felt like it kind of aimed in the middle of like
That-
it was
that's
like
better than
cartoony.
You think that's
But
better
also,
than
like, it was
2003?
dark.
You think that's better than the 2003 series?
I like the 12 series more.
Oh
than
yeah, I
all.
like the 2003 series, but the 2012 series, I think I probably like that more in terms
Yeah,
of like story.
I like the 12 series more too.
Why?
And it's probably the fact that like I kind of grew up with both at the same time because I was born in the late 90s. So when I was like 13 and the 2012 series came out,
Okay,
but still, it was-
that makes sense because 2003
And on top of-
was like a baby practically.
and I was like 4 when it came out, but
Okay, it makes sense.
yeah. But the 2012 series though, still like Master Splinter, he's well written and stuff, some pretty good plot twists, Shredder.
The reason why
It got pretty dark. That's really why I like the 2012 series. The 2003 series was dark, but as far as the presence of the Triceratons and the adversity, like all the other series to me, I just didn't feel like the Ninja Turtles got their asses whooped. And
Yeah.
like in 2003 series, and even in the series that they had in the late 80s, early 90s, like 2012, they had episodes to where like I don't know. I saw the Turtles get defeated.
now I will say this about the 2012 series. I love the artwork on the Crane and the like just the whole little Crane family, those robot machines and stuff. Those toys are amazing.
Yeah.
For the 2012 with the Crane stuff. But 2003 to me will always be my favorite series. It was like really dark to me. The stories was actually good. They had episodes where they all connected sometimes. And to me, each season got better and better for me.
Yeah, this is kind of what I think of the 2003 series and the 2012. So like the 2003 series, I like to call it's more so like a lighthearted Mirage Comics basically because there isn't anything else closer to Mirage Comics than the 2003 series.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then the 2012 series is like a dark version of the 87 series where they got Splinter as Hamato Yoshi and all that stuff and his connection with Shredder and all that stuff. It's pretty much like the 87 version, just darker.
Yeah, and I felt like the difference. I actually like you really hit on a point that I was about to say. You're absolutely right that 12 is like an upgraded version of the 90s and 80s series because both of those had they had they spent more time isolating the personalities of each individual turtle more than the 2003 and 4 series did.
Yeah.
I feel like there wasn't as many episodes to where like you could focus in on Donatello or you can just focus in on Mikey and everybody compared to those two.
And
Right.
that's one of the main reasons why I didn't like the 2012 series that much. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't love it because it felt like a newer version of the 80s and 90s series, and I was not a fan of that kid bullshit.
But I mean, I was dying for that though. Like, I mean, dying is like being like over exaggerating, but like I really wanted something like this, and I feel like they delivered it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I actually like the 80s version too. I kind of grew up with that later when I was like a teenager and stuff, but still, I thought the 80s and the 90s one was definitely like a good cartoon and stuff. Had a lot of like, they introduced like a lot of good ideas that ended up like influencing a lot of other stuff going onwards for Ninja Turtles and stuff.
Like for me, when I was a kid, I was more in love with their movies and their video games. I love the Ninja Turtle Nintendo games and the Super Nintendo games. So I was in love with their video games more than their actual shows growing up as a kid.
The 90s series was an extension. It was basically the Archie comics. And the later end of that 90s series, those last two seasons, they were kind of going in that Mirage place. But like to me, I kind of I'm glad they discontinued because I think it was Kevin Eastman that wanted to like overly mutate the turtles so then they were going to like look extremely gruesome and not as like mobile. I really
Oh yeah,
That
they
would have
would've-
been stupid.
Yeah,
That
I think they would have done that for like
I'm really glad that
the
they
movies
did
or something
that.
like that.
I would have been really yelling at Kevin Eastwood if he did that.
Yeah, I think that was Eastman that wanted to do that, though, or they both might have agreed to it, but I just wouldn't.
No, Kevin Eastman.
Yeah.
I remember reading that article about that. Kevin Eastman wanted to do that, and if he did that, I would have really been talking shit. I'm like, thanks
But
for fucking up the cartoon, man.
But nah, like at the same time though, they had the Archie Comics' run, and I think they had like the Image Comics run and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
To
of
me,
the crossovers.
I was just telling Jay Leno this like a month ago about the Image run, the volume. Was it volume 3?
Yeah, you
Volume
mentioned
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was dark. Donatello died and stuff, and came back, and he was like an android, and that story is crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually like that low key. Like, I mean, it is non-canon, but to be honest with you, I would have taken Volume 3 over Volume 4 any day, because Volume 4 was like just a complete mess. But Volume 3, I'm like, this is dark, but I kind of like it though.
What's crazy? A lot of people I talked to said Volume 3 was a mess, and Volume 4 was to pick up the mess, and they try to fix it. But to me, I like Volume 3 better. Volume 3 and Volume 1 is my favorite series of the TMNT.
Oh yeah, I
I-
definitely love that for Mirage and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so like happy for them because it speaks volume because especially with the age that you are. I mean, you actually went back to educate yourself and learn about the dominance that the Turtles had at that time. And then, you know, their studio got flooded out and they lost all their material, and that's when they moved over and got all those writers. And they had all these different storylines and universes of the Turtles that like people gravitated towards. Like, you know, for
Yeah.
some people, you know, when they think of the Turtles, they only think of like Shredder, Foot Clan, Bebop, and Rocksteady.
Right.
And you know, it goes so much further than that, especially with their alliances with some of those other Archie characters. It's its own universe within itself, and that's another thing I am excited for with the Mutant Mayhem is to see that the generation of people and the people that aren't Ninja Turtle fans to know of these other mutants.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah, because I mean, it kind of got weird after like City of Fall and stuff in the Mirage comics and stuff. They had like just guest writers coming in and just, I don't know, putting down anything. Some of it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. And then some of it was just like, it's weird. And then this art is looking just terrible and like worse and worse. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is this?
they were experimenting with different art. That's for darn sure.
But yeah, but that Mutant Mayhem trailer, I mean, it looks pretty nice. I mean, I definitely do like Stockman in there. He's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
I'm excited for this movie. This movie is the only movie like I'm really been hyped for this year, and it's coming out in less than like 2 months. I just pray that this movie is good. This is the only thing I want. And if they fuck up TMNT Mutant Mayhem, fuck all you.
Because there's already a few questionable, like, creative decisions that I'm just like, why did you do this?
To me, April is like the only thing I saw that's a no-no. Like, if you want to make her black, why can't she be in shade? Why does she gotta look like some fat Frisco diet? I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know why they went that route. I was like, bro, really? But yeah.
What were the other decisions you didn't like, or was that one of the main ones?
Well, that was definitely one of the main ones, April, and then I'm hearing some rumors about Leatherhead being voiced by a girl. I'm like, what? Leatherhead?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
and I think
he
maybe
been voiced
Wingnut
by a
as
girl.
well.
So only thing that I could think of is that they'll do is they're gonna have to give Leatherhead some sort of vocal effects because I just want Leatherhead's voice to be deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, still being able to have that French Quarter accent.
To
Right,
me,
that's like a whole-
to me, I I can't picture a girl playing Leatherhead because Leatherhead is like a dark, mysterious character. He gotta be loud and he has to have a deep ass voice. I don't see her doing that.
Right, I'm like, that's a whole mutant alligator right there. I'm like,
Now,
and Leatherhead's like, he's a dude and all that. He's like strong. I'm like, yeah.
Here's the only way that I think that I'd be willing to accept it is if these mutants, other than Stockman, if these other mutants are teenagers also, because at the same time, remember Regina King was the voice of Riley on Boondocks.
Oh yeah, Riley.
But
that's why I said like, and then like the TMNT, the Turtles themselves already have high pitched, like overly high pitched voice. They're already using vocal effects to make their voices sound younger anyway.
Yeah, she played Riley in Boondocks, but those are just two little boys that haven't reached preteen. We're talking about Leatherface, a monster, a creature. I don't want some girly voice. I hope she changed her voice. Watch. They say that Leatherface is a transsexual or it's a female or something. Like that's gonna be trash.
Yeah, what they did with April, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Leatherface is a transsexual.
No, I mean I'm not against a girl voicing like a boy character as long as it's like a young boy. Like you got
exactly
Ben 10 or something like that. He was voiced by a girl. Back when he was 10, of course, but yeah.
They're already, like I said, they're already using higher pitched effects on the voice actors for the Turtles. The voice actors for the Turtles, they all got way deeper voices than what I've shown so far in the first and second trailer. So we might just might be what it is, and that hopefully that woman has a good French Quarter accent.
Yeah, and the voices for the Ninja Turtles, I mean, some of it's not bad, but I gotta say the worst in my opinion is probably Donatello, to tell you the truth. This is so kiddish. I'm like...
And what's sad to me, Donatello is my favorite turtle.
Yeah, he's mine too. I'm like, bro.
So you fucked Donatello. Damn.
Right.
So I mean, I look at that. Ideally, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really want rappers. I want rappers to be the voices of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My ideal world, and they would all have New York accents. Yo, B, what's up, son? Like I dream to death that Jadakiss is the voice of Raphael.
I wouldn't be against that though. I mean, I don't know, about which girl, but yeah, definitely the rappers and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. It's pretty good.
And let me explain why that makes sense. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out in the 80s. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are from New York. New York is like what started hip hop.
And then even in the 90s cartoon, they endorsed hip hop. Like they dressed like hip hop people in some of their disguises.
Exactly. So it would be cool if Ninja Turtles was a fan of hip hop and they kind of put that in their style when they're fighting. I'm with that. For one, Jay Leno, I agree with you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, low key, they're mostly into like stuff like rap, metal, and jazz and all that. Yeah, that's like the Turtles,
Yeah. Yeah. And to me, they need to start having more black people in their movies, like in extras. Like if you notice, like movies and cartoons, like all the extras are white people. I'm like, they're in New York. You know how many black people live in New York?
Yeah, they can do definitely a combination.
Especially, I mean, like if they're solving crimes and dealing with drug dealers.
Yeah, and they all white. Hell no.
There you go.
Because think about it. The Ninja Turtles live in
all that shit.
Think about it. The Ninja Turtles live in a sewer, so they probably live in the poorest part of New York. So you would think that'd be black infested.
No, it'd be a lot of Latinos.
Latinos, black.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys remember from like. I'm not sure if you guys remember from like the 87
they wouldn't. They're
cartoon.
in Manhattan.
You said what?
Ninja Turtles are in Manhattan.
Hey, even the rich have a ghetto.
I know that, but I'm just saying in general. Like, I mean, that the argument could be is that like that they're in Manhattan, so you still have some Italians there, and I mean, I'll say this: New York is like a huge immigrant like export destination.
Exactly.
So we're just across the board.
Yeah, I don't understand why like all the background characters are white and they're in New York City. I never got that.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, like in the '87 series, they even got like they had a pretty cool character towards the end of the series. His name was Carter and stuff. He was like a
yeah,
he
with
was
the
black,
locks.
but he was like, right, you remember? And he was like he was turning into like this cool mutant and all that stuff, while the turtles were like struggling with their like turning into mutants and stuff like as well. And I was like, this is actually kind of cool, but it's kind of overlooked though. So yeah, so they definitely got some black characters, Angel,
Well,
and stuff.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle throughout history, they got a lot of black characters, but you just see them like once in a while though. I would like them to do something with Silver Century. Like he's a black Superman, he's super powerful. I would love to see them do something with him where the Ninja Turtles have an outer space threat and they need Silver Century. I would love to see him in these movies. I think that would be kind of cool.
It's gonna happen. This Mutant Mayhem. I don't know what the contract is, but sequel wise for them, like it's there. They can. Yeah, this is our first introduction outside of the Foot Clan that we're going to get for the TMNT series.
And that's going to be so cool. This is the main reason why I want to see this movie, because Shredder is not going to be the main villain. It's going to be tons of mutants, tons of interesting characters. This movie looks interesting, just like behind doors. It's crazy the direction they went. It really is.
Yeah, I definitely because oh my god, they screwed over Shredder badly in that Out of the Shadows movie. Like low key, I thought it was a pretty good movie, but I hated Shredder. I hate that version of Shredder so much in the Michael Bay stuff. I was like, bro, what are they doing with him?
That's a franchise I didn't want Michael Bay to have his hands on.
Michael Bay raped the Turtles. Let's just be honest. Those movies are awful.
I mean, the first movie was definitely awful, but the second one, I didn't think it was that bad. It's actually enjoyable.
The second one was the worst.
How was it the worst?
That CGI mess. I literally walked out the middle of the movie in the second one. I said, I cannot do this. I will not.
To be real, I think when it came down to that Michael Bay series, the first one did well because we had not seen the live action of the Ninja Turtles, and nobody was really impressed by the film. But it sold well because everybody went to see it. But that sequel box office lets you know how much people like the movie.
Yeah, the sequel was so bad to me.
I mean, before people watched it just didn't have this opening day. Opening day does not determine how good a movie is. It determines anticipation.
Like, I mean, the second movie though, I mean, like I said, Krang, he was a pretty good villain, but
I thought Krang looked good. That was probably that was the best.
Yeah,
probably Krang could probably be.
I hated Krang. Y'all like that nasty CGI on the Krang?
That was the best Krang.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was pretty
good. You know how difficult it is to CGI freaking tentacles? That was pretty fucking good.
I mean, maybe they could have made it a puppet, man. Like, what made the Star Wars movies legendary in the original Star Wars movies, they use practical effects. I don't understand in today's age why they can't use practical effects sometimes and put a little CGI in.
I call bullshit on that.
It depends on like
time that they were using those practical effects. That was almost the best that was the best technology that they had for the film. If they had the technology to do CGI back then, they would have done it.
But and it depends on like the movement and stuff too, because like back inside the original Star Wars, like if you see like Master Yoda, he's a puppet and stuff, and he looked great. But the thing is, like, Yoda wasn't like fighting or anything, or he wasn't doing all those flips that he does in the prequels and stuff, where he's like actually CGI. Which I thought those fights were pretty cool.
To me, in the prequels, he looked stupid when he was fighting.
Nah, not to me at all.
He was badass. I mean, he's like when he was swinging up in the air, screaming. It looked dumb.
I don't know. I like the fight with Palpatine and stuff. That was pretty awesome.
To me, that was a dumbass fight.
That was badass.
Palpatine was like fighting a midget.
Like, and it works because like Yoda's like, well, he's short, obviously.
He's like,
he got to have that agility and speed.
I thought that was a dumb fight. I think Revenge of the Sith the best moment was Anakin fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi. That fight to me was legendary.
Yeah, I like both those fights. They were pretty awesome. Like
I
Revenge
like
of the Sith, I gotta say, is like probably the best movie out of the prequels. Which I'm not saying I'm dunking on the prequels. I actually like the prequels because obviously I grew up with it. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith was awesome.
Not to me. Revenge of the Sith had a bad story to me.
I mean, the Yoda fight, in Clone Wars was like the best part of Clone Wars. Yoda and dude, and then Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually like when Yoda was fighting in Attack of the Clones more than Revenge of the Sith.
Was that Count Dooku?
Yeah, Count Dooku.
Yeah, it was Count Dooku.
When he was going against Count Dooku, I actually enjoyed that fight better than when he was going against Palpatine. Because that whole Palpatine, like CGI, like him just jumping and screaming and I didn't like it. I didn't. It wasn't for me.
But yeah. But I mean, the reason why I like Revenge of the Sith is because, like, definitely that's like it's the origin of Darth Vader. Like, I mean, that's the whole point of the prequels, but this is where, okay, you see why he, like became Darth Vader and all that stuff. And yeah, it was a pretty good movie. To
me, the Star Wars prequels would have been amazing if they kept Darth Maul. Darth Maul should have been the villain for the prequels trilogy. For them to kill off the villain in the first film, that was asinine. That to me, that was bad. If they kept Darth Maul throughout the 3 movies, if they let Anakin be a little bit older in Phantom Menace, I really feel like the prequels would have been really good. And if they actually had Anakin or Darth Vader actually killing real Jedis instead of Padawan learners, I think the trilogy would have been better. And if they cut down the race pod scene, just like maybe 5 minutes off, because that race pod scene in Phantom Menace was way too long. And that's my little nitpicks about it.
Oh, Phantom Menace. I mean, I can definitely see the complaints and stuff. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie, but I can say that probably killed the Star Wars hype and all that stuff.
To me, Phantom Menace was one of the best movies. To me, the only 2 things they should have changed in Phantom Menace was have Anakin be a little older, have him actually training as a Jedi. I wanted to see that. That's the one thing we missed through these prequels. We did not really see Anakin's growth in training. Like they would tell us in books or in comic books what he was doing throughout the prequels, but I wanted to see that stuff in the movie.
Yeah, because I mean,
they should have done.
There was like a whole 10-year time skip between like Phantom Menace and Attack on the Clones and stuff, so it's not like we got to see all that. That
10 years that we missed, that should have been in the movies. That I wanted to see Anakin develop into a Jedi Master. I wanted to see him train. I wanted to see him fight people and stuff. And that was the missed opportunity from George Lucas to me.
But Phantom Menace, though, I mean, I gotta say the best parts, in my opinion, were probably definitely Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul. Those are 2 of the most awesome characters to me.
I actually felt like Qui-Gon Jinn should have died in the second film. I feel like he should have lived in Phantom Menace and died in Attack of the Clone. So Attack of the Clone would feel more emotional. Because I hated Attack of the Clone. It felt like a filler. That's all it felt like.
I gotta say though that Qui-Gon Jinn's death, like, because it did motivate Count Dooku to become like a Sith anyways. So like, because that was his master and all that, or his apprentice, and then Dooku lost his student, turned him dark, and then he's working with Palpatine and all that stuff now.
Oh, by the way, I hated Count Dooku. If it was me, I would have just had Darth Maul as the villain of the trilogy. When I saw that they killed Darth Maul, and then the second film, I see this old ass white dude with no cool mask on or nothing. I'm like, this shit lame as fuck, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Count Dooku, he was a pretty cool villain.
I never liked Count Dooku.
He was like, he was like a little fencer and everything, but he was pretty awesome to me. I mean, like I said,
well, who would you rather pick though, Darth Maul or Count Dooku?
Well, if I'm going to say who's definitely cooler, it's Darth Maul. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. So,
but no, I mean, I think they both got utilized well. And Darth Maul, he didn't truly die in Phantom Menace. He just got his legs chopped off. But
he's dead. That fucking cartoon was fucking fan service.
I definitely did love the Clone Wars cartoon though. That was awesome.
The last time I really saw Darth Maul, he got his legs cut off and he was flowing through that little coop thing.
But I definitely heard that Darth Maul got done dirty in Star Wars Rebels. I never seen Rebels like that, but yeah, I heard he got done dirty and then he was killed off by Obi-Wan. So
bastards.
Yeah.
Just bastards. But Darth Maul was so cool in Phantom Menace. It was such a cool build-up. I like that he was a quiet assassin, and then you just killed him at the end of the movie. And to me, when Darth Maul died, that's when the franchise died. And it never was the same after that. Star Wars was never the same when Darth Maul died. And then eventually, George Lucas sold it to Disney, and that's all they wrote. That's all, folks.
But I gotta say though, with the prequel movies, and this is probably why, because you got a lot of people that just dunk on the prequel movies. The prequel movies, they really did introduce a lot of well-known Jedis and Siths and all that stuff. Like a lot of the characters we know, like Darth Maul, General Grievous. Well, I know you don't like Count Dooku, and then like a lot of the other Jedis, like Mace Windu and stuff. Or
and that's another thing that I didn't like about the prequels. There were so many amazing Jedi in that time stream, and George Lucas didn't know how to develop each of their stories. Like, I would love to see more Mace Windu and all the other side Jedis. I would love to see that. I would love to see Anakin Skywalker kill some of those Jedis instead of those stupid little kids.
I mean, that's why we got the cartoons and stuff, at least to flesh out the characters.
Exactly. That's what we got the cartoons for. And not to mention the way they've been pushing out content, and with them teaming up with Disney, we can't say that these things won't happen in the future.
Yeah,
I'm just criticizing the prequels. I'm not talking about like anything for the future, but the Star Wars prequels, George Lucas really could have done better. I'm thinking
what I'm saying is, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just letting you know that it's not ruined. This content can still come out.
Yeah,
my friend, Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead until they sell it.
Dead.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, but I'm not exactly a fan of how they've been doing it with the Disney stuff lately.
Yeah,
at least like
Have you seen the Disney sequels, Jay Leno, of the Star Wars?
I've only watched Mandalorian so far.
Oh man, if you watched,
I didn't see. I haven't watched the Boba Fett, and I mean, I don't take in that criticism because like of the masses of people out there, because I still want. I'll consider somebody who's actually a Boba Fett fan to know what they think of it, but like I'm not gonna overly criticize it.
Yeah, like Mandalorian, I only seen like one season of it. Season 2 I heard was may have been a little fan service in there, but I mean it's probably worth checking out. And in season 3, I'm definitely not gonna check out season 3 because I heard they got Lizzo and Jack Black in there, and I'm like, oh god. And I heard about all that stuff.
Yeah, that part I disagree. I definitely agree with you.
To me, Mandalorian season 1 was average. Season 2 was a piece of shit. A piece of shit with fan service. A piece of shit that was spreaded on the wall for us to clean up.
And then the only other series I saw was Kenobi and stuff, which I was like, I'm a little torn because I didn't think it was that bad, but this was like, but to me, I'm like, this is non-canon. Like, this is not worth breaking continuity and stuff. Like, look, how is Obi-Wan just now finding out that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader when he knew of that already in Revenge of the Sith?
It was so lame. It was so lame how he figured it out. Reva told him.
I know. I was like, he should have already known.
You know Darth Vader's still alive. Like, shut the fuck up, you dyke ass bitch.
Whoa, plus, he heard on a little recording back in Revenge of Sith that Darth Sidious literally called him Darth Vader. Like, so he should already know his Sith name anyways. Yeah. So I was like, what? And then, like, they made this entire thing mainly about Reva and Leia and stuff, and I'm like, come on,
What's
bro.
your date?
And then, like I said, I mean, the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader wasn't that bad, but it's just like,
Are you kidding me?
it wasn't worth freaking the continuity.
The
of
lightsabers look stupid. It
I
looked
was
like glow in the dark sticks or something. It was terrible.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't think like Ewan McGregor was a bad actor though as Obi-Wan. I was like, no, I thought he was all right. And then Christian Hayden, everybody be hating on him. I'm like, I thought he was pretty good, even in Attack on the Clones. I thought he was a pretty good actor.
I agree.
I know. I think he was average at best.
I like it.
Not somebody else.
Like the best moment for me with like Christian Hayden, like when he was like, Anakin Skywalker was like, so like remember the Attack on the Clones and stuff when like Anakin found his mom all dead and stuff, and he was about to kill all those witchcallits. That to me, I was like, oh, that's a Darth Vader right there.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, that's a good scene. And then he was like, I slaughtered them like animals. I was like, oh.
You're like, I slaughtered them like animals.
And the women and the children. I was like, oh, okay.
When I first saw that, I loved it. And then when I watched it over and over again, the way he said the lines was kind of cheesy. I slaughtered the children and the mothers.
And then people be hating on that scene where he be talking about something. I don't like sand. I was like, I mean, I like him saying I don't like sand. I'm like, I like it. It's fitting. You don't like Tatooine. It's like the planet where he was a slave. So I don't blame him.
That line was stupid. No, I don't like the sand.
I don't know, but yeah.
I thought it felt well. Don't forget also we got to touch upon the new policies that Kick just released a couple of days ago.
Okay. Now, if anybody know about the Kickstream new form, Matt, I'm gonna have Jay Little explain it if you're interested in the Kickstream. Jay Little, talk to me because I don't know nothing about this. Are you about to pull up something?
Yeah. Right now I'm about to present that. I'm about to screen that.
Yeah. Y'all two got some interesting opinions. I give y'all that.
Huh? All right. So for people that are not familiar with Kick, it is another streaming platform for gaming and pretty much for just regular chat and conversation. It was created pretty much because Twitch had a bit of a monopoly going on as far as game streaming and everything goes. So to be first, I'm going to start off with Kick in particular. To be an affiliate for Kick, you must have 75 followers. Did you bring up the screen?
Yeah, I brought up the screen.
Okay, so you have to have 75 followers, and you also have to have a total of 5 hours, and then that's when you receive the criteria to become an affiliate, which isn't as demanding as these other platforms to be an affiliate. And with that being said, could you switch? I'm about to share another screen.
Yeah, just bring up the screen and I click it.
All right.
Yeah, just bring up the screen. And by the way, I'm at a barber shop. I'm about to cut somebody's hair.
Yeah.
You're a barber?
He's not a barber. He's just talking.
I'm about to say.
I can't lie for a
barber. He's at the barber shop where I work. I'm the barber.
Jay Leno's the barber.
All right, so with this new contract deal that Kick just had made, as an affiliate, they're going to pay people. As I'm going to scroll down so you guys can see this. Where did I find it? I'll just put it in lamer terms. So as an affiliate, you will be paid $16 an hour to stream at least close to 40 hours a week. So in a month span of time, you would have to put in about like 4 hours a day of streaming in a week, and you also are going to have to make sure that your face It's in the screen. You have to be of age. And you get paid $16 an hour.
Hey, that's pretty good, man.
And I mean, for a lot of people, they as far as a second a passive income and streaming wise, this is about the easiest buck that you're probably going to be able to get a hold of.
Yeah.
At first, I kind of thought this was like the old Kick and stuff, the little text message app and all that.
Oh, KIK, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't good on there either, so. And I hardly even get on Discord like that, but yeah.
But yeah, so for upcoming streamers, I would recommend getting on the ball with this and getting your 75 followers, because I'm pretty sure within time, it's going to be the criteria to become an affiliate is only going to make things more difficult. Because I mean, even in comparison to be a YouTube partner, it's just crazier from where they started.
Yeah.
So that'll about do it for my knowledge on the Kick. Also, if you do have a Kick, I would appreciate you following me at JLyno, JLYNO. I prioritize playing. I'm gonna do my regular streams on here, and then also the video games that I play. I play Fortnite, I play Multiverse, I play 2K. I'm really open to play any RPG or third-person platforms. I'm considering getting Diablo 4. But yeah. And my gamer tag's JLyno also. JLYNO.
Sweet. Yes. So I might be interested in that platform. Like, it looked like it would be easier to make money off there than YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is so hard to make money.
If 70-something people is definitely all it takes, yeah, that's already better than YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. They had the partnership deal. Some of the other they got like a $100 million contract into them. So even more companies are going to invest in them. But when it comes to business, anytime they see a monopoly, the platform that they do to be a rival to the monopoly that they see there, they always try to make it easier. They always try to outdo the originator.
Yeah. I just hope that somebody could really, really compete with YouTube, because I just hate their rules, their policies. Just YouTube used to be a really good company like 10, 12 years ago when it really like was off the ground, and now it's just.
Where even before that, like honestly, YouTube was kind of like almost like free game back in like the mid 2000s or so when it first came out, and then it became so popular. Everybody wanted to be like, oh no, now you got all these rules, copyright, yada yada yada. I'm like, come on.
I remember back in the day, you could put out anything almost on YouTube.
They cracked down. They cracked down on YouTube. I mean, it was so difficult for them to find a way to handle monetization when it came to YouTube, and I mean, and then now with streaming in these video game platforms, with the advancement on how to handle it, it's only right for their platform to just can now come in with kind of everything set up perfectly. But True. Okay, also with Kick's revenue split, 95% of the profit goes to the streamer, 5% of it goes to the platform itself.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah. So not to mention streaming doing that, if you're getting the views and the attention, you get to take home more money.
I'm definitely going to have to set that up.
Yeah, with YouTube pretty much gives you 30% of the revenue from your videos, and it used to be lower than that. So this is really, really going to change this streaming market for everybody. So we could see streamers, we could see occupations, a lot of jobs being created for streamers with this new Kick update.
And what's so special about YouTube and other streaming platforms? We're living in a generation now where the voiceless has a voice now. Mm-hmm. Like everybody can have a voice. Anybody can start a channel and talk their shit or talk whatever they want to spit, and
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's
In this day and age, TV isn't as popular as it used to be, and these networks are paying attention to it. So, you know, these days, like as far as advertisement and ads go, because I mean, pretty much that was the source of income for all these TV networks. Now they're coming. They're coming for streamers. You're going to see a whole lot of advertising. A lot of companies are going to be created, and just like you said, we're not in a bubble anymore. This world is opened up, and you can create your own content. You can have your own people, and you can like what you like and just not be forced, to be fit.
Bro, like yesterday, I was at my mom's house, right? And I was just flipping through her cable TV. Like nothing was good. Just nothing. I just went on YouTube and watched some videos and edited my own videos. Like this is the new form of life now. This is like even celebrities have their own podcast, their own YouTube channel, athletes, actors, anybody you can really think of. Like this is the new Hollywood, YouTube and other platforms like this.
Yeah, like I mean, I know what you mean, because like pretty much streaming services, YouTube and all that is pretty much it's what's in. Cable, not so much.
And it's crazy how expensive cable still is. And it's I don't understand why they don't lower their bill. My mom said she pays like $220. That's just too high.
Yeah, I mean it's probably so high because they're probably losing a lot of people and stuff.
They're trying to still keep their money.
Right.
Like once I get my own place again, I'm not paying for cable like I used to. Because my Fire Stick, I can watch almost everything. And I got websites that I can watch all the new stuff. Like, I don't need cable.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, I got a PlayStation 4, so I think I'll be good with either games or I can just, because you look at the streaming services there, Disney, Netflix, whatever. Well, probably not Disney, but,
I can still watch the new Disney stuff on my Fire Stick because it's jailbroken. So I could watch it. Sometimes it's better to watch it the day after it come out, but I can still watch it.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And I'm definitely somebody that likes to get out and like go to the theaters and stuff. But if something's not good, that's in theaters. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't going to see that.
Yeah, the movies nowadays is definitely.
But yeah, that's just me.
Movies suck so bad. I probably only go out to theater. I probably go to the theater probably 4 to 6 times a year when I used to go every weekend.
I don't think they suck. I don't think movies suck. It's just that there's just certain things in particular I'm willing to spend my money to see.
Sure.
I think Hollywood is dying to me.
This industry is changing. I mean, as far as content goes, everybody's visual learners now. But when it comes to manga, when it comes to science fiction, the nerds can finally stand up and critique and watch and have discussions. If you don't even want to watch a movie, you can just be a part of a community of people that you have a common interest with now. So their job, advertisers are going to have to actually do some work now.
To me, it's to the point that Hollywood is dying so bad, so damn bad. I predict that fan-made movies, because me and Jay Leno, we're about to be in a Power Ranger film, and it starts recording next week. If these fan-made movies become way better than these $1 million budget Hollywood films, I predict that will be the new form of art. People will whether watch fan-made films and make their own movies.
Oh, yeah.
If Hollywood keeps up with this crazy formula that they're putting out.
Oh, most definitely. That's definitely going to be.
I mean, look at RDC World. Pretty much, I would rather watch RDC World than most of the stuff they put on movies nowadays. And these guys are just doing parodies.
I see some fan-made Star Wars movies that will blow your goddamn mind. That are better than the sequel Star Wars films that they put millions and millions of dollars into it.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going independent. You just gotta create for yourself or whatever. But this other stuff is like,
I'm I'm saying Hollywood better watch out because if they keep giving us this garbage and there's more and more inspiring film creators make better property than these Hollywood movies, like they just need to watch out, man.
Yeah. It's all about just creating for yourself and stuff. Like you guys know the story about like Stan Lee and stuff. Like, dude, at first he hated working at Marvel because he was a writer and all that. But then his wife told him, "Hey, why don't you just write for yourself?" And it worked. He created Fantastic Four and all that other stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be independent, write stories. To me, this is the best like era of our generation to create comic books because of the way Marvel and DC are dying and people are tired of politics in their comic book stories. This is the time now to create a comic book more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
More than ever. So, yeah. Is there any other topics that we had lined up?
No, as of right now, I believe we touched bases on everything. I mean, not to mention we got a solid hour and 30 minutes out of this. So we covered a lot of things.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all I can think of.
Yeah. Anybody right below? Is there any topics that y'all want us to talk about before we end this stream? Is there anything y'all want me to answer? Have y'all seen some of my latest videos? I know I've been going on a rampage, but let me know. We'll wait a few minutes if people leave comments to answer questions and stuff. We can keep the stream up. If nobody give us questions, I think we'll probably just end this stream real soon. Yeah, dig?
Oh, and not to mention, Toxic, also to subscribe to your membership.
Oh yeah, subscribe to my. I forgot what the membership is called. Let me look up the membership.
It's on your channel at that.
Oh yeah. And if y'all want to join my program, Your King is Dead Volume 1, you'll get little pictures of me, and y'all can see videos quicker than anybody else. And if you want to join the $10 package, you get to see uncut raw videos that nobody in the world will see. So if y'all want to join those packages, or if y'all want to donate to the channel, the link is right here, and it's in most of my videos. If y'all want to donate to the channel, I work real hard on these videos, try to give y'all the best that I can. That's the link. Let me see if there's any questions. It says, do y'all guys read any manga? I don't read manga, but I do want to get into that. You say you read manga, MC. What do you read?
I mean, yeah, I definitely pride myself on mostly anime and manga more so than like American stuff. But currently, right now, I'm reading stuff like Eden Zero. I definitely love, of course, Naruto and all that. You know, shonen stuff.
I never heard of Eden Zero. What is that story about? It sounds interesting.
So, have you ever seen Fairy Tail or heard of Fairy Tail, the anime?
No.
Oh, well, basically, Eden Zero is like this like kind of sci-fi story and stuff about these like teenagers and stuff. So imagine that, but kind of like shonen and stuff, where they got like magic and all that other stuff, and they fight space pirates and all that jazz. So stuff like that. And then you got androids and everything, and then a little fan service in there too, you know. But yeah.
So do they got anime cartoons or movies, or just the manga on that story?
Oh, there's there's definitely an anime about it right now. It's continuing. They got I think they just put out a season 2. It's on Crunchyroll.
Is it
Crunchyroll and Netflix.
Is it in English?
Oh yeah, it's in English.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, you can definitely check it out on Netflix and Crunchyroll. The second season is on Crunchyroll, but the first one is on Netflix.
Have you seen Chainsaw Man?
No, I haven't really seen Chainsaw Man yet. I don't know. Usually when it comes to like, when everybody's hyped about something, I'm just like, I don't know. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like, I mean, it's decent. I ain't like a huge fan of it, but everybody else is, so it is what it is.
I understand, because society is mostly full of zombies, and it's weird how they work. And one person like it, then everybody likes it for some reason. And I understand. And then when real people like us watch it, we're like, this is shit. This is a pile of bullshit, you know? So I
Yeah, like,
definitely
or it's
see,
like, I mean, I see the hype, but it's just not for me. You
yeah,
know?
I feel you on that.
Nice. But I mean, truth. If there is a manga that you want to display some content towards, and you want to stream about it or anything, you're more than welcome to hop on each one of our platforms. Again, man, you can subscribe to me and message me. I have the same, and if we exchange information with each other, my Discord is the same as my name also, and we can chat it up and just plan something out and structure something to where like you can introduce people that do follow me, and yeah, this platform's open for sharing is caring, brother.
And next week, they're starting filming on the Power Ranger movie that I'm going to be, where I'm going to play the police officer. It's called Demorph. So I might have some behind the scenes that I might put on the channel, but this will be my first movie role, and
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm going to be nervous, but I'm hyped for it.
Well, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, I got 2 acting roles that this director wants me in. This other movie is going to be like a Beetleborg movie, and he wants me to play a villain, and I have a more of a huge part in that. So I'm just excited to see where my little acting career goes. Yeah. And then Jay Leno, you told me that you was thinking about signing us up for like a website with acting and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of different platforms to where we'll be able to improve our acting portfolio, and so we can take our inspirations to the next level. And I'm also going to be in the Power Rangers independent film. I'm going to be playing the Ninja Storm Green Power Ranger. It's a smaller role, but it'll be my actor debut. So I'm going to pretty much just gonna just gonna reach for the stars on that. Just hoping to. I'm really just excited about getting that experience of knowing what it feels like to be on set, and it's all like to me. I like going from the ground up, and it's all up from there. So it's always room for improvement when you start from the bottom.
I'm gonna start taking acting classes because I definitely want to be serious. I want people to really enjoy the characters I play on screen if I ever like do bigger and bigger projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I would
I'm
definitely say,
hyped.
like, I mean, I'm no expert. I'm not like an actor or anything. I'm an artist, but I would say you could definitely learn a lot from like reading certain type of books and stuff on it. That kind of thing.
So are you like a comic book artist or what kind of artist are you?
I mean, I mostly just do art and stuff. It's not like my profession yet, but I definitely would love to do something like animation and stuff later on and stuff.
Uh, I
And maybe
might
some
need
comic stuff too.
I might need you because I had a comic I wrote like a full comic, but I had 2 artists bailed on me and I gave up on the story. So
Oh,
I don't know how to draw well or none of that. So I always been looking for an artist for a while. The artists are expensive. They are
yeah.
expensive. So that's why I kind of gave up on the comic book project years ago.
All right.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, truth, man. I said to you, voice acting. I would honestly prefer voice acting. Also, um, it's without having a face, man. Just to me, it has a bit of a mystery. Some people get tied into the visuals of a person, and a lot of people like to typecast you. If they can visually see you, if they see you once do something well, they think that you can't do anything else well. Whereas when you're a voice actor, yeah, it just keeps people's minds more open minded. So I agree with you, truth, as far as going into voice acting. I think that'd be a really good role.
Yeah. And I would like to thank the new 3 subscribers I just got throughout the 10 minutes. So I appreciate y'all for subscribing. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. This year has been crazy for me with views. Let me check the view count I got so far, and I think it's only been like 6 months this year. Let me check real quick. I have 118,000 views in 6 months. 118,000. So I got 18,000 more views than last year, and the views are still counting. It's still the middle of the year. So I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I've been going ham this year. I just been fighting for new content, fighting to get new subscribers. So I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I really do.
But
I mean, I just want to keep it real on my channel because it's a lot of YouTubers out there that keep the PC that won't they won't keep it real and they reading from a script. So I always wanted to be a little different. So I appreciate y'all for watching.
yeah, I know how you are though. Like you're definitely like an interactive type of guy, and I definitely like that. That's why I'm kind of like want to do live streams of my own and stuff. Basically because you always be like join the chat or join the stream or whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
cool.
if you do live streams on your own, I'd definitely be a guest on your channel, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, YouTube is a voice for the voiceless. I used to not have a voice, and now I got over 500,000 people listening to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to get those numbers up. Yeah. So if you did a YouTube channel, what would you do a channel about? You hear me?
Oh wait, what did you say?
I said if you had a YouTube channel, what would you do your YouTube channel about?
Oh, I mean, I kind of already do.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I thought you like subscribed to it because you saw my video about the top 10 black characters inside Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah. That's you. Okay. I didn't know it was you because of the symbol you got on your little thing right there.
Oh no, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got this. This is my old profile pic and all that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was you. But yeah, I enjoyed that video.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that video. But it looked like we're probably going to end this stream if nobody else got any more questions. If anybody got questions, the stream could last longer. If nobody have any questions, we will end this stream. We basically talked our shit. We talked about Star Wars. We talked about the new comic books that's coming out next week. We talked about what group we will want if we started a Justice League. We talked about the Kick account or the K account, whatever that shit's called. So I feel like we spit our shit today. And I'm sorry if I stutter a lot. Like if I don't do streams for a long time and then I start doing them again, I start stuttering and messing up. Like streaming to me is different from my regular videos because I get nervous because y'all are watching me live and I can't edit the video. I can't cut a scene out. So I'm working on my live when I do this shit, you know? Yeah. Thank you, The Truth. I think The Truth, let me see him. I think he's a new subscriber too. I think he saw my video a few days ago and he's been supporting ever since because he's been writing on every video. So I appreciate you, The Truth, bro. I appreciate that. I need that love. And please, everybody, tell people about my YouTube channel. YouTube is not promoting me. I'm not PC. I'm not political correct. I'm cussing. I'm talking shit. I'm going against Hollywood. I'm going against the agenda. I'm going against the gay agenda. I'm going against the feminist agenda. I'm going against the PC shit. So YouTube is not going to promote me as well as I should. So please tell people about me. Tell your friend, tell the girl you're fucking or the dude you're fucking, whoever. Tell your mom, tell your grandma. Anybody that's into this nerdy shit, let them know. He said I subscribed yesterday, and I appreciate it, bro. I got a lot of rants coming. I'm not done with that stupid Spider-Man movie, that Spider-Verse. I got some shit to talk about on there. The Flash movie, I still got another rant to talk about the Flash. Like, I got rants. I got rants for days.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm definitely not going to be watching that Flash movie.
Oh, yeah. I would never watch that Flash movie again. What did you think about the Spider-Man?
I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I mean, to me, it was, if you ask me personally, it was mid, but I wasn't really feeling it. I mean, my family, they enjoyed it, definitely. It was pretty, they liked it. But me, I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
To me, the last 10 to 15 minutes of the movie was beautiful. But before that 10 or 15 minutes was straight utter garbage. I just couldn't believe the direction they went with the Spider-Verse. I just couldn't believe it.
And I'm not mad that it ended on like a cliffhanger or something. I just like, they could have like pretty much like cut half the stuff in the beginning and kind of moved it to the beginning and move like, and just ended off somewhere. But nah.
They could have really just cut off that 20 to 30 minutes of that Gwen Stacy intro. They could have just cut that off.
I don't blame you. I was out getting popcorn and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I was a little late to the movies.
I was like
missing that.
I was like, where's Miles Morales? Like throughout the beginning of the movie, I'm like, damn, like, are we gonna see Miles Morales? I mean, I came here to see the kid.
Yeah, they honestly could have left all that stuff, like at least a flashback or something, but not like a full dedicated 20 minutes. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. If they really love Gwen Stacy, they should let her have her own movie. Don't sabotage Spider-Man Miles Morales for her. And to me, why is she getting promoted this much? There's no way she's top.
She could have like gotten like a prequel comic or something like that.
Exactly. There's no way people can tell me that she is top 10 Spider-Mans of all time. They should promote the most popular Spider-Mans in the Spider-Verse. That's just how it should go. You dig?
Yeah.
So you thought the movie was mid?
Yeah, it was mid. It was like, to me, 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. You're real nice. I give it a 3 out of 10.
I know. To me, that's like it was a D. Like, I would say it was better than the last Spider-Man movie that came out, Far From Home, in my opinion, because that movie was just, to me, a mess.
The Tom Holland movies are terrible. They're awful.
I wouldn't say they're all terrible. Like, the first one, I actually thought was actually pretty good, but it's not exactly accurate or anything. The second one, I
don't like any of them.
The second one, yeah, I was like, it depends on the next movie, and I was like, all right, I don't like this movie either, but Mysterio was cool, though. I definitely love that scene where Spider-Man got hit by that train. I was like, yep, that was the best part of that whole movie.
Yeah, Mysterio was cool, but unfortunately, he couldn't save the film. He just couldn't save it. It was that bad. Why they got Tom Holland to play Spider-Man, Lord knows.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't think he was bad as an actor per se, but it's just like, they just made him just suck up to Iron Man. I was like, oh,
are
God.
You kidding me? His voice is annoying.
And like, here's the thing though about the MCU Spider-Man that I kind of noticed, that they really like, it's not that he can carry the movie or anything. They always need like all right, Iron Man's gonna be in Spider-Man Homecoming. Go watch it for that. More Iron Man stuff, and it just came off of Endgame. So go watch Far From Home, and then No Way Home. They got Doctor Strange. So they always need somebody to kind of support this version of Spider-Man.
To me, I know why they did it. Because Tom Holland can't act, and if we see a movie with just him, it's going to be bad. So they need somebody else to fill in that role because they know they picked a bad actor for the Spider-Man.
and they're also they're completely reliant on fan service and stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, it was nice to see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and even Charlie Knox inside the movie and stuff. But it's just like it just felt like that was criminally underutilized, and they kind of just like, I don't know, they messed up the Sam Raimi and the Mark Webb stuff because they kind of try to make the villains come off as redeemable or whatever. I was like, what?
And to me, the kid Spider-Man, that shit just played out. The best Spider-Man stories is when he's adult, young, in college.
I agree.
Him in high school, that shit is garbage.
Yeah, it's where it's where, in my opinion, because a lot of people don't realize this, but like, and this is probably because they're basing this off the Ultimate Spider-Man, who was like 15 when he got his powers, but in the comics, the Earth 616 universe, Spider-Man was 17 when he got his powers, so he was already like a high school senior and stuff.
Yeah, he was practically adult. I think he was like a senior.
Oh yeah, he was a senior.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
To me, his best stories is when he's an adult. That kid shit, like, they need to get rid of the kid shit.
Yeah, like people be dunking on Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, talking about some, these guys are too old to be playing Spider-Man. But I'm like, yeah, but like they're like, Spider-Man's supposed to be like college age, at least in these movies. I mean, the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, he's like high school in one movie, and then he's like graduating the next. So I'm like, I'm not against that.
The Amazing series with Garfield was just awful. It was.
I wouldn't say okay. Now the Amazing series actually like that the most out of all the other Spider-Man movies.
Are you kidding me? You like that over? You like that over the original Spider-Man series?
I mean, and like I said, I grew up with all this stuff too, like the Sam Raimi stuff and the Amazing Spider-Man stuff. But yeah, but they definitely felt like their time.
It's starting to make sense now. Continue. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and they had all that stuff going on
that now.
And they had all that stuff going on with Oscorp and everything in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. But here in the MCU, they got the Stark stuff going on. I'm like, why don't you just use Oscorp, which is like essential to Spider-Man stuff, but whatever.
To me, the best Spider-Man movie ever is the first one of the original stuff.
There's not a Spider-Man that I don't like. I mean, I got some that I favor more than the other. Like when Tobey Maguire's films came out, I liked the movies, except I didn't like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, that was awful.
But like to me, gradually the Spider-Man just got better, technology got better, the scripts got better, and when I go back and watch the Tobey Maguire, I don't even like him that much. So,
yeah, I hate it. I hate the second one now. And then I went back to see the second one. I hated it.
And then I think the biggest reason why I like the Tom Holland so much is because he's hilarious and comical. That's the Spider-Man. I think he's goofy to me. I kind of like it. I mean, it works for me. And then it also helps. I think it doesn't matter who Spider-Man is at that point because with this Spider-Man series, all these crossover films that they have, and just the presence of Spider-Man itself just makes me like the film anyway.
Yeah, like I know what you mean.
I'm guessing Jay Leno, you're not a big Spider-Man fan then.
Yeah, Spider-Man's not my favorite. I just know that a lot of characters have been introduced through Spider-Man and Fantastic Four and a lot of other series. So I look forward to watching Spider-Man to just see what's going on. I'm not a fanboy of Spider-Man.
And that's one of the main reason why superhero movies are terrible. You have Jay Leno. I'm not trying to dish you or anything, but we got people like Jay Leno that's casuals, and the casuals love the bullshit. But the hard, dedicated fans that love Spider-Man know that Tom Holland is a terrible Spider-Man. But the casuals, there's more casuals that watch these superhero movies than the hardcore fans, and the Hollywood executives and all the them. They love.
Let me get you together real quick. If you really want to break down the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man, all these between Garfield, Maguire, and Tom Holland.
Yeah,
Tobey Maguire didn't have that many lines or do as or say as much as Peter Parker. He didn't really do that much acting. He did a lot of facial expressions, Aunt May, went on dates a little bit. He didn't have that many lines.
At least he had his own movie. Tom Holland always had some backup superstar take care of the movie.
It is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, though,
whatever you want to say about it, but you're talking about somebody who didn't have any lines. You're talking about somebody who did have some lines. Like, so, Garfield probably acted as Peter Parker and had more lines than any one of the other Spider-Mans that they had.
Are you kidding me? Garfield. Garfield is like Justin Bieber older
Spider-Man actors. Look, I gotta say, like,
I'm talking about lines. You're talking about how he looks and how your feelings are. I mean, what are we talking about here?
But yeah, I mean, if I gotta say best Spider-Man actors, I would say Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and then
Garfield was
Tom
way
Holland.
too cool to play Peter Parker.
Like, I didn't think Tom Holland was a bad actor, but he just isn't the best to me. Like,
Tom Holland is a cocksucker. Are you kidding me?
But no, though. But I know where you're coming from with the first Spider-Man movies and stuff, the Sam Raimi stuff, because I'm like, I look back on these movies and yeah, it like looking back, you'd be like, okay, I definitely see the CGI. It's noticeable, but it's not bad though. It's a little, it's cool. And then on top of that, this is definitely a classic superhero movie, like just a simple, grounded, no multiverse, big event. This character's trying to, I'm tired of that right now.
That's what that's what I miss in superhero movies. I miss where it was just this individual superhero and it wasn't about no multiverse or about all these characters, and they just developed stories with that one character. I miss those individual stories.
I think it's just
like some kind of Civil
it's
War
been saturated. That's why you feel that way, because there was a point of time where the majority of the world felt the opposite of this. We wanted to see these mashups.
Yeah,
we wanted to see these characters meet each other. So I mean, honestly, I guess you're saying that you're exhausted.
True, but it's just like with No Way Home. Honestly, like, all right, so they pretty much retcon Spider-Man's entire like story or his universe or whatever. And my thing is like, and here's my opinion. This is like based off of like Spectacular Spider-Man, the cartoon. So in one episode, Venom revealed that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like they should have done that going into like No Way Home, where Peter's fighting to at least keep his secret identity. Because it's not like, Mysterio just said Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And I'm like, okay, he should have fought harder to at least be Spider-Man, and then have people coming after him since they know, or they think that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, versus, oh no, my friends can't get into college because they're associated with me because I'm Spider-Man. So I'm going to go to Doctor Strange, and then I'm going to like pretty much convince him to brainwash everybody in the entire planet to forget that I'm Spider-Man. Like, no.
Yeah, that's stupid. That is easy too.
And then even worse, like Aunt May, she had like literally talk Spider-Man into trying to rescue the villains. I'm like, no, it's his responsibility to send them back to their world. It's not his responsibility.
I wouldn't be surprised if Stan Lee did something cheesy like that. But I wanted to throw in too, like, I guess, like, if they wanted to take a break from this multiverse stuff that's going on, or when they return back to this franchise from the multiverse, I really want to see the when Peter Parker struggles with his spider mutations. And you remember when he grew like the six arms?
Yeah, like
and all that, and all the
I would love
like in the cartoon and stuff.
That period where he didn't have his powers, then he was overpowered, and he actually turned into an actual spider. I would love
that was
to see
pretty
that happen.
Ooh, that could be like a dark horror Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I would love to see
him turn into like a man spider, like a monster.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool.
I think that would save it. Like following this Spideyverse,
but
as the next sequel.
Yeah. I never read the comic book version of it, but I definitely remember from that Spider-Man the animated series and stuff. They had like Punisher and Morbius and all that trying to help out Spider-Man and Kraven. I was like, yeah, this is perfect. They could have had all those characters too inside if they did a movie like that.
And are we ever going to get a proper Sinister Six movie with Spider-Man going against all 6 characters? Like they've been teasing about it forever.
They keep changing Peter Parker.
That's why I love them.
If you're gonna sit there and talk crazy about, you got to ride out with Tom Holland. Otherwise, you have to wait like 8 movies.
And then even when we got No Way Home,
let Tom Holland
go. Then you're gonna have to wait for Sinister
Six.
I'm willing to wait for good product, but it's just, I'm just irritated because it's like they're teasing us throughout the years about the Sinister Six. Like, don't tease me.
That wouldn't be bad. That Jonah Jameson,
Like,
Jonah
Sony,
Jameson.
they're still kind of going at it though with that, but I'm not against it though. But yeah, but it's just like they're trying to do it like, you know, just one by one movie or something like they did Morbius, and then they're talking about a Craven movie. I'm like, can you guys just come on?
That Craven movie is going to be utter trash.
I
Craven's best stories was when he went against Spider-Man.
Well, on
They need to stop
on
it.
that animated on the animated cartoon that we grew up watching that you referenced, that was when Blade and Spider-Man ran into each other. It was during the it was Morbius and Craven.
Yep.
Yeah, Morbius, Craven, and Punisher was in it too. Yeah, I definitely remember Blade. He was
That
pretty cool.
cartoon
Yeah.
is so amazing.
That cartoon was awesome too.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
might watch some episodes tonight. Fuck it.
I used to have some like DVDs and stuff of it and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
I remember like Daredevil was in it, and Black Cat. I, was like,
yeah,
these
the
characters.
whole Hell's Kitchen was in that series, and I mean everybody was in there. Everybody who had an animated series during that time was on that show. They had Hulk, Incredible Hulk, X-Men,
Fantastic Four was even in the episode.
Captain America.
Yeah, they had like the cartoons and stuff too, like X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Oh,
They had a
don't
Silver
for-
Surfer, but that wasn't great.
And then not to mention the old Madam Web, who's in charge of all the different, who's in charge of keeping all the Spider-Verses in order.
That
Yeah.
Madam Web movie is going to be trash. Madam Web is good in like as a character, like a side character, but as like her own movie, no.
Yeah, like honestly, I think Sony they do Spider-Man more compared to like the Marvel Studios, if you ask me. But you know, because I actually like stuff like Venom. But yeah, and Morbius, I thought it was all right. But yeah.
At this moment, how I've looked at these superhero movies, it's not just it's almost like Star Wars. It's not exactly about its release and how well it is. It's for the content and continuing the storyline to come.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, the reason why I made that comparison to Star Wars. There's been Star Wars movies that came out that's just completely full of dialogue, and I've just been sitting there anticipating the action. But that following move, with all that dialogue, you know, yeah, it lines the story up.
Yeah. I just wish they could slow down on these superhero movies. I wish that there was people that actually enjoy superheroes that was in charge of this stuff. Because to me, it just feels like it's politicians. It's just
Yeah.
people that think that this
Talking
stuff
about
belongs
we
to
don't want
kids.
to hire the fans to the right.
Exactly.
But I as far as viewing all this content, you would probably be more fascinated if you watched Easter eggs and people that break down all this content that comes out and how it all lines up for what's to come. Because WandaVision was kind of dry for a lot of people. I mean, especially those first 3 episodes. But you would know the direction Marvel's going in if you knew what they were talking about and what they're doing. And that content isn't going to catch your attention span that long.
Yeah.
True. I mean, it's like they try to hype up something, and then when they introduce it in the next movie, it's going to probably be like a dud. Like, have you guys seen Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was their worst one, dude.
Garbage.
I didn't even bother to watch it in the theaters. I saw it on Disney Plus when it came out because I'm like, I'm not going to the theaters and watching this for money
I
now.
don't like Thor, bro. So I mean,
But,
it just depends.
You know how like towards the end, how they were trying to introduce who was it, Hercules and stuff. I was like, you could have just put Hercules in the movie. You didn't have to just like, oh yeah, we're gonna hype up Hercules for the next. No, just stop.
Yeah. I think I'm done. If they still got the same actor playing him, I don't think I'm gonna watch another movie.
I'd rather have him than them
Chris
bringing in
Hemsworth, he's
Thor's
not
daughter.
bad as Thor. He's actually really good. It's just
Yeah,
like
I
what
like
they've
him
been
as
doing with
Thor.
him lately is just
Ah.
terrible.
He wanted Thor to be jokey. He wanted the films to have more comedy. He is part of this mess. I want a
that's more so
serious
like.
actor.
that's
To
more
be
so
honest,
like,
I'm tired of
Johnny
looking at him.
Heat.
I
No,
want
no,
someone
what was
different.
it? That's Taika Waititi, right? Yeah, that's more his direction now. But if you like look back and like, and I know Thor: Dark World is not really a great movie either, but Thor was actually pretty like well acted in there, him and Loki, and I was like, yeah, this is actually more like on point with Thor and Loki's interactions.
I'm not denying that he's that's Toxic's opinion. I think he's a great Thor. I like to see him in there. I want them to hurry up and introduce the Fantastic Four so we can get the storylines that I want. That's all I want. I don't care if Fantastic Four is good or bad. I just need them in the universe.
Oh, yeah, that's a terrible opinion. So you don't care if the Fantastic Four is good? Are you serious?
I'm saying this film they're coming out with, I just want to make sure that they have them so they can make more movies with the Fantastic Four in them.
Yeah, I get what you said.
The movie could
come
out.
The thing is, I gotta say, like the Fantastic Four and X-Men, that probably should have been introduced. Probably, I mean, I know they probably didn't plan all this stuff entirely out, and it's kind of like, okay, this is a little weird to kind of introduce it towards like the middle or end of all this, but it just felt like, this should have been like kind of already introduced from the get-go.
You know, they had that network battle, but the studio battle between each other. And to be honest with you, if they get this movie out of the way, I would love them to introduce Blade like they did in the comics. When they're in the tomb, when that tomb full of vampires and they run into them, that would make a Fantastic Four movie dope as hell. They just run into Blade. Then after that, they come out with the Blade movie. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, to me...
Yes, Dr. Doom. Yeah, we definitely need a real Dr. Doom.
It's like, to me, they don't put like enough in this movie. They'll put just enough to make the fan base happy. Like, I want them to surprise me sometimes. Like you said, if we see a Fantastic Four, let Blade pop out of nowhere. Like, I want something like I've never seen before, but it feels like all these Marvel movies are the same formula. Like a Hunter joke, one big battle at the end of the movie. It's the same shit in every film. It gets boring to me.
They could do so much. Like, I mean, especially with these comics that comes out. After this multiverse, I just want them to just come out with like movies of like certain scenarios that happen. Like when Blade and Wolverine met each other, I don't really want it. They don't have to change the story too much to bring them together. Like, I want them to just follow the like a comic book format. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, as long as Disney owns Marvel, it's not going to be the way we want it. It's just not.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
They kind of like kidify it a little. Well, not even a little bit.
That's my biggest problem. These movies are for kids. That's my biggest problem.
I mean, guys, that's how it's always kind of been. I mean, they've got
not true.
Hold on, you cut me off. Can I finish what I was saying?
Okay, my daddy.
I mean, damn, you can only do it so many times.
Okay, Skip Bayless.
So, like, I mean, of course, I mean, there's adult stuff that's in there, but a lot of times when these characters are originally created, they were marketed towards Marvel's been marketed to reach bigger demographics, whereas DC was willing to go dark and masses gravitated towards them. And not to mention, there wasn't that many characters when DC first started, whereas Marvel was around for a lot more people to mess with comics.
Yeah.
This is my part where I disagree with you. You said that Marvel movies has always been for kids.
I would say Marvel in general have always had put children in their demographic. They always had to reach a larger age.
Okay, now you're interrupting me. Let me explain. X-Men, to me, the first two X-Men movies was not kiddish. They were like a mature story. The first Spider-Man movie was a mature story. The first Daredevil movie was a mature story. Even though that first Daredevil movie sucked, it was still a mature story. Before Disney bought Marvel, we had mature superhero movies. The first Incredible Hulk was a mature movie, even though it sucks.
That's true. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's one.
So,
That's one you're right about.
So I just named you 4 or 5 movies.
You named me one.
I just named them. I said the first 2 X-Men movies.
I disagree with you on that one.
You said that those were for kids?
I mean, I would say it's for all ages, honestly.
Those were serious stories.
Okay, everything has a serious story. Frozen's got a freaking serious story, my dude. I mean, the X-Men film didn't have that much gore. These are all majority of all these films are PG freaking 13.
Yeah, but they were
like PG.
When I mean by serious, I mean the X-Men movies didn't have like 100 jokes like these new Marvel movies. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, isn't there a version of Spider-Man where he does jokes? And doesn't he break the third wall and talks to people like
not in the first movie?
I mean, but they didn't use that version of Spider-Man.
No, I know what you guys mean.
I'm telling you that before Disney bought Marvel had serious movies. I just named you about 4 or 5.
I don't think
the Incredible Hulk
like
movie
Iron Man, Captain America and stuff.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk movie was serious.
That was serious.
Yeah,
like once Disney bought Marvel, that's where you saw the 100 jokes. That's where you saw the Captain America ass jokes and all that shit.
Yeah,
I mean Thor. I mean Thor. The first couple Thors weren't really jokey. I mean that's Greek mythology. It wasn't.
Yeah, the first two
Avengers came around that we kind of saw the jokes.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying now in this day of era, Disney is making these movies for kids, and when in the past the movies were serious.
Well, I mean,
that's all I'm trying to say.
Comedy doesn't necessarily mean that things is less mature. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. It's, I'm not saying that you're completely wrong. It's just that you're coming across like you don't have much gray in what you're talking about. You're going black and white, and there's definitely a gray side of things that's in between both DC and Marvel. Like freaking Flash jokes around all the time. He's comic.
Yeah,
right?
but to me it has to make sense.
And
these
I agree.
These Marvel movies don't make sense. They got characters that's usually serious. Now they're jokes. They're clowns. And
because Iron Man is like such a popular character and stuff in there, is that they're trying to always make a new Iron Man, basically.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you,
I'm
not saying like there shouldn't be a Marvel movie that shouldn't be either for kids. Like let's say you want to do like some like Power Packs, right? I think okay, that can work as a kid movie or something like that. But if you have Blade, that's not something that should be like for kids, obviously. So honestly, I feel like they should kind of aim in the middle between certain things. Like Spider-Man can be for anyone, whatever. I don't know about no rated R or whatever, but yeah. But like Black Widow, Winter Soldier,
which have been serious. They got Thor wrong. I agree with you that Thor shouldn't be that comical. I mean, no Greek god really is comical like that.
To me, it's okay to have jokes if they make sense.
Right.
But these movies, it don't make sense. It'll be times where they have a huge serious moment, and then just 1 second later, the joke pops up. So
it's like
how can I take this serious?
Think of it like kind of like Suicide Squad, basically. Like how they make pretty much the characters into just jokes and stuff. And I'm like, or they make fun of the whole comic book superhero stuff or whatever, but they don't take it seriously.
Exactly. And to me, superhero movies was never like that. Let's go back to the late 90s. Spawn was a serious movie. Blade was a serious movie. Spider-Man, the first one to me was like a serious movie. It had its jokes, but it fit in.
Yeah.
The first 2 or 3 X-Men movies were serious. The first Incredible Hulk movie, even the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton was serious.
Yeah.
We had serious films back to back to back. Then Disney bought it around, I think, 2008, December of 2008. So they really started making their movies around 2009 and 10 and forward. And then that's when the jokes really started coming. And now it's just a pound of jokes everywhere we go.
And like my thing is like it's pretty much like they've made so much success at this point. It's kind of like, well, I know Fast X was actually a pretty good movie, but it's kind of like Fast and Furious where they've kind of already have this long established thing already where it's successful no matter what they do. So they're not going to put in a whole lot of effort into like, you know, doing it. So they can fail with a show like Miss Marvel or She-Hulk or something and still be like successful in the end of the day because they still have like stuff like, oh yeah, well this is related to that Iron Man universe, so go check it out, or Avengers. Like, yeah, those are big hits back in the day. So check out this other character in that universe.
I just think that it's old people in charge of these movies and stuff, and they think it's for kids. That's my opinion. That they're like, oh, that the adults just brings the kids to come see the movie. They won't care, and we have some serious moments for the adults to sit in. To me, their problem is they're trying to get every type of group in the world to watch it. Sometimes it doesn't fit. Sometimes you have to make a movie set for a certain audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sometimes mixing it up doesn't work. Like making serious moments, comedy, jokes. They try to put everything in the same movie, and to me, it's not working well. To me,
right?
I mean, I definitely agree with you to an extent. A lot of the actors with these Marvel films have been complaining about exhaustion because these guys have been having to work nonstop for almost about 10, 12 years now. And I don't know if they want to CGI these guys. We're just when it comes to these high-profile actors playing these parts, they want to throw their opinions into changing the scripts themselves.
And that's what I don't like.
And then we got the writer's strikes going on now. It might be one of the videos that you said in the past, Toxic, about just going a direction of getting like younger artists that actually appreciate the opportunity. And we might get an opportunity of catching actors that actually are a fan of the character or taking the time to have knowledge of the character that they're acting as, because a lot of these people are just reading the script that they're given.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
My thing is, what's killing me, Hollywood think that these actors should play these characters forever. Like, I don't care if you change Captain America or have a different actor. It's common sense. These actors get old. These actors don't want to do it forever. Hire new actors. I don't mind that as long as you hire good actors.
Yeah, and they've already done that. I mean, a little bit under the table sometimes, but it's just like, oh no, this is like the best. But it's like, yeah, but this is the only guy you got. And then I'm like, especially with Black Panther, I'm like, you know what? I wish Marvel Studios would lose the rights and like it can go to someone else, and maybe they can reboot Black Panther and actually cast T'Challa.
That was stupid.
But
there is no Black. Sorry for interrupting you. There
you're
is
good.
no Black Panther without the male Black Panther experience. That's period. That's point blank. The Black Panther is based off the male Black Panther. Why didn't they put it in the movie? It's mind blowing.
And now in the future, they're probably going to be like, use his son and stuff, since they're saying that he is T'Challa now. And I'm like,
that's stupid.
I know. It really is.
We want a real version.
Right. Like, we want obviously the comic book one, as with the origin and all that other stuff. Not this,
Exactly. If a white dude plays Spider-Man and he dies in real life, they're hiring another white guy to play Spider-Man. Like, why can't we get the same treatment for our Black characters? Why?
Got three versions of Spider-Man. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Chadwick Boseman definitely was a great actor and stuff, and a lot of people definitely loved him as Black Panther, and I won't take that away from him, but it's just like, yeah, but why not recast? You don't have to actually kill off the character. Or don't even have to use it at all.
To me, Boseman was good, but he wasn't insane. He wasn't like Keith Ledger. Even they replaced Keith Ledger, and he was the best Joker I ever saw. If they could replace Keith Ledger, why not?
Well, I wouldn't say they replaced him. I mean, they did, but I mean, for the Dark Knight stuff, during the Christopher Nolan stuff.
We're
They
not
had
we're not
plans
going
on
to get
using
another
Joker.
T'Challa, man, until for like 15 years until that franchise dies, because the way how people aren't just going to accept him no matter how good the acting is. And then there's already so much criticism behind the Wakanda Forever film. Even the director himself said that he wished he had more time to come out with Wakanda Forever. And then Michael B. Jordan come out with a movie every 2 or 3 freaking months. It might feel saturated to see him come back as Killmonger. I'm tired of seeing Michael B. Jordan.
Me too. I don't like Michael B. Jordan at all.
I haven't really seen too much of him because I don't really watch his movies like that. But I saw Creed 3 not too long ago, around the time of my birthday and stuff, and I was like, all right, I liked him in that. I thought he was all right. But
I thought he was garbage.
but
But-
yeah,
What was I about to say? But if they just took their time with Black Panther, I wouldn't even mind if they waited like an extra 5 years or something. But the story they went with the second film is ludicrous. They didn't have to go that direction.
These people are getting. I mean, these people are aging and getting older. That's why, if they really wanted to do all this stuff, it would probably be better to go anime.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been like, just honestly, they didn't have to make a second movie. They could have just left it at the first one and just leave it at that.
They really could have, like you said, they really could have rebooted it. To be honest, they could have just start over and make another 3 film, and then since they're doing the multiverse, that could have just been a side off film.
But,
Right.
I mean, but a French it's only a matter of time before they franchises don't last forever. Y'all know this.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
It's hard to see the ship sail.
There's already rumors that Disney is trying to sell Star Wars back to George Lucas. It's already rumors. So, to me, like you said, no company lasts forever. Soon Disney will rot. Eventually, I don't know if it's going to be in our lifetime, but Disney will not last forever.
At least, like, I think it can last, but if they just stop making stupid decisions like these,
They lost $100 billion of advertisements last year because they went woke.
I'm completely against y'all. Disney will not die. Superhero movies are on the decline. Period.
yeah, I would agree on that because even
We're
like for me,
superheroed out.
So you think?
So because Little Mermaid want to be just
oh
fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
Disney Disney as a company will just be fine. It's just they've been tearing us apart with this superhero stuff in theaters. Now, but the series, these superhero series that they have on Disney, perfect to me. That's probably the best that they could do.
What? The TV shows are
The
terrible.
Loki series is amazing.
Whoa.
Oof.
I like
Uh,
Loki.
Whoa.
I mean, some of them are okay, and then some of them are not. Like, I definitely loved like most of the Netflix ones, like Daredevil, Jessica. Well, that one wasn't crazy about Jessica Jones. but
Loki
okay.
was
I
good.
didn't like Iron Fist in the Netflix series. I thought it was good. I liked but yeah, I liked WandaVision. I liked Loki. I liked the What If series.
And I know this one's a little.
I didn't watch that much of the Captain Falcon Winter Soldier just because I'm not that much of a fan of those superheroes.
Yeah, actually, like Loki though. I know it was kind of like on racial politics stuff, but Loki, I kind of liked it though. At least I thought Winter Soldier and who else, and yeah, US Agent. I thought they were pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought Loki.
And then not to mention that episode when they had the multi Lokis. I thought that was probably one of the coolest episodes.
To me, Daredevil first season was good, but the rest was terrible. And
I liked all of Daredevil.
Oh, season 2 was awful.
I love. Yeah, I actually liked Daredevil, like all of it. Like, they had some really good fight choreography and everything, and I definitely loved the story. I was like, man.
I did like certain moments of season 2 with the Punisher, especially when he was in court. But,
oh yeah, that was awesome.
But overall, it was terrible. And then season 3, did they do a season 3 of Daredevil? I think
they did it. Like, it was after Defenders and stuff.
Yeah, that was.
They had they had Bullseye in it.
I didn't like about Daredevil, I just didn't like Elektra.
I hated Elektra.
I thought they could have did better with Elektra.
I hated Elektra, and that was my biggest problem for season 2.
Oh yeah, Truth, for sure. That Punisher series, that was the best Punisher I've seen. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I would
lie.
say like that actor was definitely on point as
Perfect.
Punisher in my opinion.
I like the actor that plays Punisher. I just the story, his
Yeah,
show was boring.
the show was kind of boring to me though, but I actually
Yeah.
like the actor though.
Yeah, the actor is brilliant. They need to use him and do a Punisher movie, right. But the shows to me of the Punisher was
I mean, it's
trash.
it's a series with it's a
Right.
series within itself, and I mean they was developing so much character, and then they had to still throw in the Defenders too at the same time. I just figured it'd be a matter of time. But if that show was successful, they could have had that show to develop the character, and then if they just threw out a standalone movie, they could have just thrown in all that action that we were anticipating from Punisher, and that would have just took Punisher to the roof.
I would love a legit Punisher versus Daredevil versus Spider-Man movie because those three are in the comics a lot together. Well, in the past, and to see them three in a movie like fighting a big mission, like a street level crime mission, I would love to see that.
I want them to do. It's not candid to anything. Like just like they did a Punisher versus the Marvel Universe before they did the Daredevil.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like honestly, I can't see Spider-Man and
Good
Daredevil
eye,
really
Truth, for bringing
fighting like
Punisher,
that.
by the way.
But I would say like they can team up and Punisher will probably try to stop the Punisher or something like that. And you could
Yeah,
probably have like
Punisher
you could probably have
could be
like
the villain.
Kingpin or something as like the main villain or something. You know?
Yeah. I
like
could see Spider-Man, Daredevil fighting the Punisher, and then eventually the Punisher is on their side, and they're going against the Kingpin. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that something like that going down.
Yeah,
The crazy
But-
thing is these video game cinematics are scripted better than most of these films that came out.
they're better than all the movies that came out recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to say, like, if you watch the cinematics of God of War, the cinematics of even the Marvel's Midnight Suns and their story, badass.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just sad that comic books and video games are a better source of superhero stuff than movies. That's sad.
Yeah, like
movies should be the best product for a superhero.
yeah, that or the cartoons, but movies.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you want to get to know the character more, it's more so like watching a one of those little kind of fictionalized movies of like some kind of historical event, basically, when you get just like I don't know, you get more like information or accurate knowledge or whatever from the books or whatever than actually watching the movie,
Facts.
basically. But yeah, that's just how comics are, I guess.
Because when I grew up, comics was really like the last source to get your superhero stuff. The cartoons told you really good stories, and then the movies, and then the comics, and then the video games was like the last source to get your superhero stuff. So I just
Really? I just think you probably just wasn't into comic books at that time. Comic books has always been the immediate source.
I mean, to me, the cartoons were huger to me.
I mean, we weren't grown. We weren't driving. We weren't driving through the comic book store. We only had access to cartoons.
Well, my dad is a super nerd. That's how I got into it. And he always talked to me about the cartoons, the movies. And around the time in the 90s, comic book industry was really dying. It was dying. They had to do all types of... They had to do Superman die.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about like in the 90s and stuff.
Yeah. The comic book industry in the 90s was dying. Well,
And then they had to like
Yeah.
then they had to sell like the movie rights and everything. That's why we got like stuff like
you're
Spider-Man with
correct.
Sony and all that.
Yeah, Truth, you're correct. The comic books and video games definitely have the opportunity to take more risks because movies have a budget, and these studios, the studios pay for everything, so they're the ones that are changing up these scripts to try and guarantee their money back. And they're the ones that do the same thing over and over again because they feel they'll get their money back if they keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying like with superhero movies and stuff. Why I'm not like in like big events is because they always try to do something bigger than what it is, because at least like with a movie, you gotta make a self-contained story within the realm of like 2 hours and stuff, and just keep it simple. All right,
I mean,
nothing like
it's like that
several
with every
multiverses,
film.
whatever.
Because I mean, if you really pay attention to writing has always followed the same Shakespeare storyline.
Yeah, that's why I said all these movies are the same almost.
I mean, like
All of
I mean, the few people that have changed that are independent people that went through the struggle to get a film. Your Sylvester Stallone's, who he had the hero lose in the first freaking movie. Never heard
Yeah,
of it.
Rocky and stuff.
Yeah,
That was Rocky. Yeah, Rocky's
Yeah.
a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
All those movies.
and that's what made me became a huge Star Wars fan growing up as a kid. You couldn't tell me nothing because in New Hope, that was the first time ever I saw a bad guy win because Darth Vader killed Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it looked like everything was really lost for the good guys, except that they destroyed the Death Star. But it looked like
Like they were
Darth
still
Vader
under
had
the
it.
Empire.
You said what?
They were still like under the Empire and all that stuff.
Exactly. So Star Wars was like the first movie I ever saw where, oh my God, the bad guys are winning. And I feel like they should do that in today's Hollywood. Good guys should not win every fucking time. In real life, bad people win, unfortunately.
Which came out first? Did Star Wars or Rocky 1 come out first?
Star Wars.
I think Rocky won.
Are you
I don't
sure?
know, wait, I'm
Star
tripping.
Wars came out in
Because-
1978.
First Rocky might have been around that time
Rocky
too.
is probably the mid 70s, I think, right?
Oh, I thought the Rocky was the 80s.
No,
Nah,
it's the 70s?
that's where most of the movies were for Rocky, but nah, the first one was like 70s.
Okay, let me look up the Rocky movies.
so I'm trying to because I can't think of any other ones where the hero loses.
The first Rocky movie.
I'm guessing 75, 76.
Why are they showing me the garbage Creed movies? I was right. Wait a second. No, y'all was right. 1976.
Yeah.
So it came out like a couple of years before Star Wars.
Okay.
Shit.
But yeah, I mean, it is like, okay, because I'm not against like the good guys almost winning almost all the time, although you gotta throw in a few wins for the bad guys. But the thing is, like, you still gotta have the bad guys still be an established threat, have some stakes or something,
To me, I am against it. Let me explain why I'm against it. If we're doing one-off films like they did in the past, okay, the good guys can win. But if we're doing trilogies like we are now, like what's the point of doing a trilogy if the good guys win in every single movie? That's stupid.
Like, what
That's
do you
dumb.
think of The Dark Knight about that ending? Because technically, the Joker did kind of win.
Yeah. I hated the last Dark Knight film.
I think the one cool thing that a lot of people didn't recognize about Batman is that Batman doesn't make the film his movies better. Batman's movies are only as good as the villain.
Except for the newest one. I felt like the newest Batman movie, Robert Pattinson made that film. I felt like the villain for that movie, the main villain was terrible.
They had so much going on that
Yeah,
I didn't critique it that much, but
I wasn't like, I don't hate the movie, but it wasn't like, I'm like, this just wasn't the best.
I was
either.
excited for a sequel. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. To
Like-
me, they made some bad decisions in the first Batman movie, but it wasn't bad enough for me not to want to see the sequel.
But to answer your question with that Dark Knight series, I honestly just it was something that I wasn't accustomed to, and really just because so much time had went by, and this is prior to this is a completely different direction than what Tim Burton did, because Tim Burton freaking like gradually threw that Batman series in the trash. But I think that might have been Warner Brothers trying to reach more people compared to those first. I mean, those first two Batmans were dope, and then I still like Batman Forever with Tim Burton, but that Batman and Robin film, it just wasn't it for me.
I know what you mean. Because, I mean, I grew up with these on, like, I didn't grow up, obviously, when it came out, but I grew up when it was, like, on DVD and stuff. And I actually did like Batman Forever, though. But I agree. Batman and Robin, that was, like, yeah. What they did with Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, especially Bane, that was terrible.
I will say, if you when I went back and watched Batman Forever, if it wasn't for Jim Carrey, that movie was ass. Even as much as I like Robin, Jim Carrey made Batman Forever good.
I would not say that.
And Val Kilmer was also pretty good as Batman.
I like Val Kilmer, but I'm saying, like, if they casted the wrong Riddler, Tommy Lee didn't have a good enough role to be Two-Face as a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, though, I mean, a lot of people don't know him as the Riddler,
that was the worst was only been two Faces, but that was a horrible Two-Face.
What? Are you kidding me? That was a good Two-Face in the 90s. That was a good Two-Face.
He didn't have any lines. All he did was giggle and shoot his gun through the whole movie.
But he looked like the part. He looked like Two-Face. I believed him when he was playing that character. I hate the new Two-Face from the Dark Knight trilogy. That dude, he looked like a generic Two-Face.
I mean, he was kind of brief, but
I liked it.
I didn't like it at all.
I mean, to me, like, you think about it, his face got mutilated. Like, if a face is going to get mutilated, it should have. I mean, it was CGI. I mean, at that, I mean, we can go back. It looks horrible now, but when I originally saw it, I thought it looked good.
I think the 90s.
I'm kind of passive when it comes to both versions of Two-Face.
I think
but
the 90s.
Honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of them always got to make Joker or something in there. I'm like, can you guys use a different Batman villain now, like Scarecrow or something?
Yeah, because Batman got so many villains.
Well,
like that's
another reason why I like the Robert Pattinson. So is this Robert Pattinson Batman? Is that candid with the same company as the Joker movie?
I don't think so.
No.
They made that like
the Robert Pattinson Batman is going to be in its own universe.
I know. I just didn't know. I know that Joker's in its own universe.
Joker's in its own universe too.
Yeah, that's all separate.
Yeah, all of it's separate. But I'm looking forward to the next Robert Pattinson Batman because to me he was an amazing Batman. The story around it was not that good, but he was good as Batman.
I mean, personally, I would have preferred like a Ben Affleck Batman movie than a Robert Pattinson, though.
Because not me.
Robert Pattinson, that just kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm going to go check out Batman then.
Now, before I saw the Batman, I was the hardest critic because I did not like Robert Pattinson as Batman before I saw the movie. I like the dude did Twilight. He just doesn't look like the character. He doesn't look the part. But when I saw that movie, it changed everything.
I knew he was going to be dope. I knew he was going to be dope.
The way Robert Pattinson was narrating his own scenes, it was poetry. It was dark. I just love those moments. It's certain moments of that movie was just beautiful. A peace of mind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I thought as Batman though, I mean, I thought he was okay. Except for when he like yells or whatever and his voice is so high pitched, I'm like, oh no. And I really did not like his Bruce Wayne at all. I was like, you don't act nothing like Bruce Wayne.
This is the problem. This is the problems I don't like. I don't like his suit. His suit is ugly. Make him have a new suit in the next movie. Let him have a new Batmobile.
I didn't like that hood thing that he was wearing either.
It's year one Batman. He doesn't have all his gadgets. So I wasn't against the suit. Again, I wasn't crazy about this version of him, but because this Bruce Wayne didn't have that swag yet. But I just had to remind myself that this is a younger Bruce Wayne. We're used to seeing Bruce Wayne who has it all. Like he's still trying to figure things out a bit more.
Yeah, he's trying to balance his life out.
And it wasn't just Batman's costume; it was also like just the costumes in general, like even Catwoman's or the Jokers and stuff, or Riddlers. I was like, yeah,
the Riddler costume was stupid too. It's like they had a low budget.
I didn't like Riddler's costume either. I agree.
Yeah. It felt like they had a low budget for this, and they couldn't pay. It almost felt like an independent film.
The only person that really was running shit at that time, though, y'all, if you think about it, was Penguin. Like the Riddler,
Oh, yeah.
he wasn't full-fledged villain just yet. So I mean, we'll probably see a more confident version of a better version of Riddler later on.
To me,
Penguin was actually pretty good. Yeah.
To me, the Batman movie should have just been Batman versus the Penguin, Batman versus the Mob. They should not have even had the Riddler in it. It should have been Batman versus Penguin, and that would have been a way better movie.
Yeah.
That would have just solved all the problems. Cut down the movie. Take 15 minutes out of the movie. This movie would have been way better.
Yeah, I mean, I agree it would have made it better, but I mean, I still wanted Riddler there. It wasn't the Riddler I expected, but it was a different take that made me think. I wouldn't say I wasn't entertained, but I was just like, I was kind of like a meh. I had a meh attitude about Riddler.
That Riddler was terrible.
Yeah.
That looked like a loser from Comic-Con that was mad because he lost his bag.
That's what Enigma is, bro.
Riddler?
Yeah.
Yeah, my family was calling him
Slugface
Riddler, basically, because I was like, bro.
That is him. That's Enigma.
To me, he didn't look the part of Riddler. And that suit he had on was so stupid.
I tell you what, I didn't want to see him in green spandex.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this though, and this is gonna be a little controversial, but to be honest with you, I think probably the Adam West Batman stuff actually got more comic book accurate, like the look and everything, compared to like movies and stuff nowadays.
I agree with you. The look of some of the characters. It looks legit.
And that was like in the 60s and stuff. I'm like, bro, how are they outdoing you guys almost like 50, almost 60 years ago, and then you guys can't get this right in like 2020?
To me, the biggest crime
it's modernizing the uniforms. I mean, with Batman having so many suits, I wanted something new. When you do something new, it can be a failure, it can be a success. And you know what? We know this isn't going to be the last suit that we see him in for damn sure. Him being Batman.
To me, the biggest crime is the last time we saw a Batman TV show was the Adam West from the 60s. We need more Batman. We need shows. It's ridiculous that they're giving us side characters, Batwoman and stuff like that for TV shows. I don't give a fuck about those shows.
They've been kind of writing Batman a little bit on those CW shows.
I don't think I want Batman on a TV show, bro.
Oh, I want them. Because you could really tell a good story. Like, you could really stretch it out with 8 episodes, 8-hour episodes. Oh my goodness.
I mean, like I said, the reason why I don't want that to happen, because people focus on Batman so much that's why we haven't seen Robin in any of these movies. They think Robin will fail.
They think he's childish or whatever. And honestly, I gotta say, I mean, I like the dynamic between Batman and Robin.
Aliases around him just because people value him so much more.
To me,
it would only be nice to. It would only work if these sideshows will have that, and maybe Batman comes out of nowhere when things get too crazy.
I disagree. I feel like we should have a Batman show, but I do agree we need Robin or Nightwing. Like,
I was gonna say, or like a Nightwing show. Yeah, like they could have done that with Titans.
That's the Teen Titans.
I know, but Titan is. I mean, you might as well say Titans is Nightwing, bro.
Or honestly, they could have spun it off from like the DCU and stuff, and could have like made like, well, basically like Titans is a part of the DCU, but kind of like, this is like separate, kind of like how Marvel did with the Netflix stuff.
I'd rather have a dark ass Nightwing independent TV show, him protecting Gotham his style. That would be awesome.
I mean,
I would have preferred that than what we got.
But the reason why he shouldn't have it is because all those other Robins are still in Gotham with him.
Or not in Gotham.
I mean, we could have a different universe with Nightwing. Yeah,
it wouldn't have that many. I'll tell you, there's not as much content with him being solo for a TV series.
Are you kidding me? There's hella Nightwing comics.
I said comics, but I mean the content. Most of Nightwing's content that he has, he ends up running into his aliases.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a
But
Nightwing
yeah, I think
show would be
honestly, like a Nightwing show would definitely work better than a Batwoman show or a Gotham
Hell
Knights.
yeah.
Which Gotham Knights
awesome. Gotham Knights.
that
Are
was
you
just
kidding
fanfic.
me? And then the Batman show where he was a little kid. That was stupid.
No, that was a good
And-
show. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that was
Gotham, I actually like
Gotham
I
was
actually
amazing,
like
bro.
Gotham a little bit.
garbage.
But Batwoman, I mean, well, the show was terrible. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie there. But they could have done better if they actually stuck with the comics. But instead, they did their own thing, and that didn't work out. So,
None of those sub characters have strong enough content for a solo film.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know what we like. I mean, Nightwing's my favorite guy. I like him over Batman, but like, it's not enough. It's not enough substance for people to gravitate towards to see Nightwing. Like, we have us, right?
Yeah.
But then the masses
Yeah.
of people who don't care and them watching it will be the first time they watch it. Nightwing's not really the guy. That's why I think Gotham works so well with the Fish Moonies, and the Penguins and everything. There's people that don't even like Batman that like that show.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think
And they had a pretty good Riddler on there too.
Yeah.
I think if they do a good trailer or something to promote a Nightwing show, I think people would gravitate to it, or a movie. I just think people like Nightwing. He has a cool suit. It looks better than the Robin suit. Why not use this character? I don't get it.
Yeah. Or like with Titans and stuff, they wanted to focus on doing this whole diverse cast. I was like, why don't you guys just do Outsiders and stuff? They have a diverse cast right there. They got like Katana and all of them, and Metamorpho.
I think the Outsiders would do really good as a TV show.
Yeah.
If they just do the Outsiders, I think that could bring people that don't even really like comics into this nerd universe if they do the Outsiders right.
Yeah. And that's also spun off from Batman too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'd also like to throw in, like, with them doing all these seasons, taking a couple years off and allowing people to catch up with the series and really determine whether or not they like the series helps also.
Yeah.
Build up anticipation. Because I mean, that first season of Titans, everybody blew it off, said it was horrible. Then that last episode when Batman had to kill all those police officers in Gotham led to people like, all right, maybe I want to see season 2.
Like Titans, it's not a good show, but I would definitely say it's entertaining though. Like it's fun to watch.
That's how I felt about it too.
I only saw season 1 and I hated it. I don't know what the other seasons look like, but season 1 of the Titans to me was terrible.
I don't think I haven't seen season. I think they're up to season 4. I haven't seen it since like Red Hood was a thing and stuff.
Red Hood was in there.
Yeah, I watched all of them. It picks up. I mean, they got Starfire in there, and they bring in her family slightly. They get in depth about like their planet and the things that they got going on. I mean, the show goes in so many different directions. It's like you just pick a character that you gravitate towards, and you're just going to get content from.
Or
the only person that they really did horrible with was Beast Boy.
Oh, I mean,
to me, that would piss me off because Beast Boy is my favorite character from the Titans.
Yeah.
So if I see the show and you tell me that Beast Boy is not right, that's going to irritate me.
Oh yeah, my main nitpick with Beast Boy is like the fact that this man only turns into a tiger and nothing else.
Right.
I don't think they have
rarely.
the CGI, and then the budget for the gorilla CGI.
I know, and then he had always had to like, and I know this is probably coming from since I watch the cartoons and all that, but like he always has to strip down naked in order to transform him. Like, bro, really?
SSJ said Titans was horrible. I only liked Deathstroke, but they killed him off.
Oh yeah, Deathstroke was.
They did a really good job with Deathstroke. I will say that.
Yeah, he was actually pretty cool. But like, it's just that like in Titans, like you got all these powerful characters, but you're focused on like street level Batman stuff, basically.
Isn't Deathstroke confirmed to be the villain for the next Batman movie?
No,
he was supposed to be in the Ben Affleck thing.
No, a Clayface.
Clayface. Yeah,
Clayface.
That Clayface will be the villain for the next Batman movie, but that's a rumor.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the Matt Reeves thing now.
He says, do a review of the Gotham Knight TV show. Suck. Man, if I do a review,
I gotta watch.
that,
Hold on. They did Gotham Knights with Red. I mean, technically, Titans was Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, and Batwoman, Batgirl. Is that what he's talking about?
I know. I think he's talking about the Gotham Knight show. I thought that got canceled. Did one of the Gotham shows get canceled?
Yeah, it got canceled.
Yeah, that.
I'm not familiar with them having an actual Gotham Knights. I know there's Gotham.
Yeah, the Gotham Knights was canceled.
It's okay.
Yeah, because after one season too.
Okay, Gotham Knights. There's Gotham, and then I don't know what Gotham Knights is.
Yeah, that's the show that got canceled.
Oh, the Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham
Knights
was
got
the
canceled.
prequel one.
I wouldn't
Recent
even want to watch that. After I heard the stuff they was going to do to that show, no.
I mean, the premise alone is terrible enough. I'm like, so you kill a Batman off at the beginning, and then you make this about his made-up son that's trying to solve his murder.
Yes,
like what?
Because Batman has a real son.
I remember that. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to watch that when they killed off Batman. And it's like y'all killed off Batman, and it's like.
And then they gave him a fake son.
It's like, are y'all going to give us Damian? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, they was gonna put a fake son. They wasn't even gonna have Damian Wayne.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that.
They were gonna have some make believe son. Stupid.
No Dick Grayson, no Jason Todd, no Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, no Terry McGinnis or Matt McGinnis. Just some made up son out of nowhere named Turner Hayes, who's adopted.
That sounds like they went to the boardroom and were like, we're going to go a different direction. Different direction than what? Outside of the comic book direction. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they always be trying to use Batman for everything and stuff. But yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think they was gonna have a girl Robin in this show. They was gonna.
Oh no, they did.
Let's just be honest. Warner Brothers knows how to fuck some shit up. A script has to be freaking amazing for Warner Brothers to get it right.
Exactly. It has to be perfect.
And the thing is, like, that Robin wasn't even in like the costume or anything. She was wearing all black and had these like goggles or something. But that's not it.
This is how bad I'm gonna disrespect Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers at a time was gonna have Nicolas Cage as Superman, Marlon Wayans as fucking Robin. Need I say more? Beyonce is Lois. Like,
they gotta stop.
Nicolas Cage as Superman probably would have been interesting.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm just saying.
He doesn't even look like he can fart his face to look like Superman.
I'm just saying it's a 90s style. It probably
with that country accent. Superman. No. He's gonna be like Con Air featuring Superman. What the fuck?
So do you hate Nicolas Cage as an actor?
No, I think he's a good actor. I just don't think he's Superman.
Yeah.
Well, Superman's supposed to be a Jew.
Could I do a spoiler alert for the Flash movie?
Yeah, sure. I'm not watching that movie.
Well, they had a cameo of Superman as Nicolas Cage, and that one scene, it was beautiful to me. And I feel like, damn, maybe we should have got a Nicolas Cage Superman movie after watching the Flash movie.
Yeah, like I think I've seen the images or whatever of it. I mean, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, to tell you the truth. But
by the way, the
and
Flash
then I heard
movie
CGI,
everybody.
Christopher Reeves. Yeah. But yeah. And they didn't even use the Flash's.
I just don't think he looks like him. I mean, they're gonna have to peel the hell out of his skin, have him look like a darn vampire. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I would rather have him over the past Superman.
I thought he was good. I thought he was perfect.
No. I don't know. After seeing the Flash movie and seeing that cameo scene, Nicolas Cage, maybe it's something we should have got in the 90s. I don't know. I might do a video on it.
I don't know about that one.
And you know I'm a picky person. So when I saw that cameo, I was like, damn, Nicolas Cage. Maybe
you have a prejudgment. And if your prejudgment goes in your favor, you follow that all the way through with excitement. And only that Patterson Batman is the only thing that you said you disliked originally that warmed you over through time. That's the only time I ever heard you say that.
No, the first what was that movie? The movie that's out in theater that came out a couple of months ago. The group, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I came in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie. Coming in there, I thought I was gonna hate that movie. I came out of the movie loving it. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
Oh, it's one of the first actual Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've
Yeah,
always been hearing good things about the first one. I mean, I've seen the first one, and I thought it was all right, but I never saw it in theaters. But I might have to
you
revisit it
have
and
to,
stuff to see
you
how good
have
it
to
was.
see that in theater. That was a great. That's a.
Oh, no, I mean, I
you
already
have to-
saw it, but I mean, I probably should watch it again though. Like, I haven't seen it in a while to like be like, you know.
I like it. I like it.
The second movie though, I
main
wasn't
villain was kind of
really feeling it though.
The main villain was kind of bushy in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but besides that, it was a good story. The jokes was funny. Now that's a movie where I could say the jokes punched in, the music was right, everything like really hit in.
Yeah, like I mean, I know what you. Oops, hang on. I know what you mean though, because it's like what's his face? Guardians has his own thing, but like Black Widow, when they had like all those jokes in there, I was like, oh god, I can't stand this.
Yeah.
That's where I was really getting turned away from
I
the
haven't
MCU.
seen Black Widow, so
I mean, I didn't even care about Black Widow's death, and then they're gonna do a movie about her. Fuck
I mean,
Disney.
I cared about her death, but then
I didn't-
when they did a movie after we all know that she died, it was like, why? Okay.
I didn't care when Thanos threw her out the cliff. I was like this. Let
Dang.
her go. Bye. So I did not care.
nice.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't crazy about Black Widow, but I thought she was all right. But they ruined whatever chance I liked about Black Widow in that movie. I hated that movie.
I was about to say I thought she was pretty badass, and then like I did some spark notes on her. I wouldn't say I read everything on her, but I mean for her to not have any powers as far as like hand-to-hand combat, she's second to like not too many people.
To me,
Yeah.
she's a trash character. She was always meant to be a side character because she was originally really appeared in the Daredevil comic back in the 80s and stuff. And
Yeah, she
70s.
was like a supporting character of Daredevil.
Yeah. So to me, she was always a background character. Why she got her own movie, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not against her having her own movie, but it's just how they did it. It was just terrible. I was like,
Black Widow.
what is this?
I,
And then they made.
I know
Black
exactly
Widow.
the reason why that she had her own movie. It's
'Cause
because
of
these
the agenda?
it's a slight in there. These studios want to compete so freaking bad with each other. I really think they like they hang out and like compete with each other because when you look at the studios thought that Harley Quinn, Margaret Robbie being Harley Quinn, they thought that she was so good of a character that she could have that Birds of Prey movie, and they forgot that women just want to dress up as her as Halloween, but they don't give a damn.
That's what I've been saying. Most females are not into this nerd shit. When I go to comic book
And like
stores,
Birds of Prey was okay, but like it just turned into like eye candy to me. It just seemed like they just wanted to get like some attractive women together and just have them just do martial arts and stuff. I just wasn't crazy about the story or anything like that. And they didn't really get anybody that knew any martial arts. At least have some of those women be able to do some of their combat.
my thing is like they keep feminizing these movies when most girls don't really care about this stuff. I mean, they might go to the movies with their man or their kids or something, but they don't care about this shit. They're not gonna buy that action
There's
figure.
some. I mean, there's some, but
It's a
not a big
percentage.
demographic. It's not a big demographic of women.
Yes, that's what I'm arguing about.
Yeah.
It's not a big demographic. I don't see these females at comic book stores. I don't see them at Walmart buying action figures. I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, if you got a girl that's into this stuff, you are blessed. You are blessed because it's rare. It's rare. If you got a girl that buys a lot of comics, like, oh shit. If you got a girl,
Anyways, I'm gonna probably head out, guys.
you said you're
Oh,
about
yeah.
to head out.
Yeah, but it was
All
nice
right.
chatting with you guys and stuff. We had a pretty nice, productive conversation.
No problem, Brody. I'm about to get off too. You guys keep changing subjects and keeping me drawn in the convo. I think I'm about to
Yeah.
wrap it up myself.
Yeah, we're about to end this
I know.
anyway because I got to go to work in the morning. I usually go to bed around 7. It's 8:35. I guess when we're talking about nerdy shit, time goes quick, you know. Yeah.
Right.
So I appreciate you for joining. I think this is the longest time you've been on the stream.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've never really been on the stream before. Well, I've been on the stream, but I've never actually like talked to you like that.
Yeah.
So now, but yeah.
This is the longest. Please join more. Like I liked everything you have to say. I disagree with you in some parts, but hey.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I like to watch your channel, because I mean, I'll be like, yeah, I kind of disagree with him on this, but then again, I know he got a point here and there. Like, I mean, I agree with you, but then I disagree. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's not
most people say my opinion is wild, ridiculous, crazy. So I'm used to it. But most people would say I'm nuts about what I
wouldn't say
about
you're nuts. I wouldn't say you're nuts, but I'd be like, yeah. But those first couple of days, I'd be like, yeah, that's a wild opinion. But then again, I'm like, but I wouldn't put it past you though.
And then it's some people that disagree with me, and then a couple of months later, they'll be like, Paul, you was right. I didn't see this movie like this. I saw the movie again, and what you said on your review, you were dead on. So I had times where people came to me like that too.
If this was me a couple of years ago, I probably would have been like one of those people, but yeah. If I was like a teenager, I'd be like, nah, that's crazy talk. And now I'm like, you know what? I just saw that again. I see where you're coming from. I mean, maybe you're onto something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll talk to you another time.
Hey, message me on one of my videos. I want to send you my Discord link, and you can hit me up anytime on my link.
All right, cool. I'll check out your Discord.
Yeah, so message me on the video saying, hey, this is me, and I'll send you the link, and then you can communicate with me or my fans anytime of the week.
All right, cool.
Okay, I appreciate you for joining, bro. You really helped the stream out, because I think if you didn't join, this stream would have been like 40 minutes to an hour instead of 3.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll see you another time.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Yeah. So everybody, I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. Like I said earlier in this stream, I got about 117,000 views this year, and it's only been the middle of the year. So I'm gonna try to reach to 200,000 to 300,000 views this year, and just break my record. Like, I'm already breaking my yearly record now. So I just appreciate y'all. Please tell a friend. Please tell whoever you fucking. Please tell the preacher. Tell anybody you can think of, because I'm coming. It's going to be a hot summer. I keep telling y'all this. It's going to be a hot summer. Rants are coming. I'm going to diss anything that's stupid. I'm going to go against Hollywood. I'm going to go against the feminist agenda. I'm going to get against the political agenda. I'm going against the gay agenda. I'm going against the system. I need y'all help. I do. Because I'm just one person. I'm one person, and I need y'all help. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. So if y'all could just tell people, if y'all could donate to the channel if possible, if y'all could just do something to spread the message, that'd be awesome. My Cash App is in every video. If y'all want to donate to the channel, that'd be great. If y'all want to join Discord, I will give y'all. I got a new Discord. So I will independently send y'all the link, because my old Discord, I had some stupid people try to join me, and I had weird gay people try to join my Discord. So I will independently send y'all the link so y'all could join my new Discord, so we could be a big family, so we could talk about Marvel, DC, whatever, sports, whatever. Let's go. It says, you the bombshell, Paul. Thank you. It says, we're doing what we can. I'm broke as fuck. $5 in the bank, or I would donate. Getting taxes soon. Right on, bro. Right on, bro. Like y'all don't have to donate at all. It just hurts me when I see YouTubers that are trash that be getting big donations like Jody Corner and other YouTubers. I'm like, y'all are terrible. Y'all are not me. I am the king of rants. Like, even if I piss y'all off, even if y'all disagree with me, y'all have to admit, like, just line up my reviews on movies with all those other YouTubers that do movie reviews. I'm one of the best. With rants, I'm one of the best. I am the king of rants. Nobody is touching me on that shit. Like, it's a hot summer. I promise y'all. I'm at a barbershop. I'm at my buddy's barbershop. Hopefully he can trim me up. Yeah. But I'm one of the GOATs of YouTube. Check out my Revenge of the Heart Chapter 1. I Was Never Here. Chapter 2 should be coming out soon, maybe tomorrow. I got another rant to do on Rippa 59. I got another rant to do with him. I want to nitpick on him. I got another Spider-Man rant to do. I got some rants. I got like 3 videos that's halfway done. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. But I appreciate y'all. Please do not turn against me like other people. Please do not be fake. I'm me 100%. This is who I am since day one. So if we become cool, please don't start acting funny. It's so many people I met off this platform. We're cool 1 second, then they start acting funny the next second. Like, I'm me all the way through. Like, it's so many people that hate me, but still watch my YouTube channel. There's so many people that used to leave comments in the past, but still watch my YouTube channel. But they'll watch the channel that's talking shit about me. That's who some of these people are. So please, don't be fake. Don't pretend to be my friend or pretend to just be whatever. I try to do this. I try to be the greatest. And I feel like I am. I just feel like I am. That's not to be cocky. I feel like I am the greatest YouTuber when it comes to the nerd shit. To me, there's a great in every field. Like, there's so many different fields in YouTube. There's sports casts or whatever. There's anime. There's all type of stuff. When it comes to the rants, I am the king of rants, and y'all fucking know it. Y'all fucking know it. But I'm about to end this video. I'm about to go to bed. I'm up too late. I should have been in bed like an hour ago. I go to sleep early because I gotta go to work at 4 in the morning. So I gotta wake up around 3. Fuck me, right? But if y'all want to donate, the link is below. If y'all can't donate, if y'all like my videos, the algorithm helps. If y'all write on my videos, because it don't make sense when I get 200 or 300 views and only 4 people write on there. It's stupid. How I get 300 views and 4 people only writing. So if y'all can't donate, write. That's free. That's free to like a video, and it's free to write something on there. Support me some type of way. And I'm out. I'm about to get something to eat. I got a bag full of quarters, and that's what I'm going to live off of for 2 days until I get paid. Let me read one last comment. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. From the bottom of my heart. Yep. See you later.